And Louisiana's second majority black congressional
The
district.
court's 6-3 ruling leaves Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act on the books, but it interprets it in a new way, making it easier for states to skirt claims that their congressional maps violate the law. The opinion by Justice Samuel Alito was joined by his 5 conservative colleagues. The court's 3 liberal justices dissented, with Elena Kagan warning the ruling eviscerates the law's key protections and will result in the systematic dilution of the voting power of blacks and other minorities.
The Federal Reserve is leaving interest rates unchanged. It's the third time in a row the Fed has kept rates steady. The vote 8-4, marking the most number of dissenting votes since 1992. And Fed Chairman Jerome Powell says he will stay on the Fed's board after his term ends in May for an undetermined period of time. He has been a frequent target of criticism from President Trump. Forsyth County is celebrating new renovations to their oldest park. County spokesman Russell Brown says residents at today's ribbon cutting are surprised by the renovations at Bennett Park.
They were able to tell us that it seems like an entirely new park for them.
Brown says one of their priorities is making Bennett Park more connected between parking and the sports fields for the growing number of families in the county. The renovations are paid for by SPLOST and a neighborhood grant awarded to the county in 2023. The Hall County Sheriff's Office will have something new in the water to patrol Lake Lanier starting this Friday. Using money seized from local criminal enterprises, they purchased 2 vessels, a 29-foot inflatable boat and a new boat for the agency's Marine Patrol Unit, which has advanced navigation technology and communications equipment. Lake patrols are scheduled to continue until October on Lake Lanier. It is now 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now it's live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Here is Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, all lanes just blocked and reopened. This is on the downtown connector, 75-85 northbound at I-20 exit 247. Still some brake lights back to Langford Parkway. I expect most of those to stay in place for the afternoon drive. Southbound slowing into Midtown from the 85-400 merge. That's just afternoon volume there. West side perimeter, still a rough ride, 285 southbound, the outer loop from South Atlanta Road down to I-20. And trouble up in Bartow County, Cartersville, 75 northbound just past Main Street, exit 288. You got a truck in the right lane, and then some other trouble on the left shoulder, so that's why you're seeing the brake lights there back to Red Top Mountain Road. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WS.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Mostly cloudy through this afternoon, high 74. An isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm possible. Lows tonight in the upper 50s. Widespread heavy rain and thunderstorms return for the morning commute. Then drying out tomorrow afternoon, highs in the low 70s, staying mainly dry on Friday.
82 in Marietta and Conyers, 81 in Fairburn. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I'm your host, Eric Von Hessler. Surrounded as always by the doctrinaires. Tim Andrews is here. Autumn Fisher is here. George Clark is here. Jared Yamamoto is here. I think maybe I want to start with this open micer. I have some things to say. I have some positive things to say. I don't know if they're positive things to say, but I have what I think is, I don't know that you could say it's positive news, but I want to point out that people have lived through worse times than the ones that we're living through right now. And to me, that's a positive, right? I can't cling to many things that are positive, but I will be pointing out other eras of history where we'd rather live now than then. Isn't that a public service?
I like that.
At least, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, I want people to know that, you think it couldn't be worse, but actually it could be. But before we get to that, this open micer, I just want to say this. You say he's a super fan.
Yes, his name is Jared from Gainesville.
Well, I respect Jared from Gainesville. You know me, I like Jared's. I'm a big fan of the whole Jared
fan.
Oh, yeah. So, that's 2 shows in a row. But he seems to not understand my point of view on politicians. I think we're in complete agreement, and he's kind of given it to me because he seems to think I have an opinion about politicians that if you listen to this show, I don't know how you could decide that. Go ahead.
I just discovered the problem with boomers like
Stop
Mike.
again. You know, that's lazy. All right, I was born in 1964. It's the very last year of the boomers. I'm barely a boomer. The war ended in 1945. I was born in 1964.
I'm sick of the barely boomers.
Go ahead.
I just discovered the problem with boomers like my dad and Eric. They think that there's a good politician out there. Oh, if there's a bad politician, just remove him and get another one in there. No, dude. That's been the status quo for your whole life, my whole life. The status quo sucks, Eric. Come off that crap, man. They're all bad, dude. They're all trash. 5'10".
Listen, thank you for the
I like
time
him, though.
check. I like him too.
5'10".
But is that not my point about politicians? Has that not been my point?
I don't know.
I have not voted since 2016. That was the last time I voted. I've given up on all politicians. Now, what I said yesterday, I think, was that the reason that the concept of assassination in the United States of America has never made sense to me, because we do have these levers. We have lots of elections. We're not a population that looks up and the same person is in power 40 years later. You know, if you're in that situation, you might be led to believe, well, there's really only one way to get out of this. But in America, the president is only president for 8 years. 8 years is not a lot of time. And there's always levers. But I never suggested that, go get good politicians. Just keep throwing them out. Just keep throwing them out. You know, put them in there for 2 to 6 years or whatever, and just keep throwing them out and rolling them over. It can't be any worse than now. But if he's a super fan, I appreciate that. But I don't know how he came to the conclusion that I believe there are good politicians out there. Bill Crane yells at me every week because I don't believe that. And he says, I work with these people, and there actually are good politicians. So it's a weird thing. The caller and I, not the caller, the open micer, whatever.
Same difference.
Well, you talk into the phone, but you leave an open mic. I think are in complete agreement on this. I can't stand politicians. There's no politician that I think is great. I have not posterized any politician, not in a very long time, and I've basically kind of given up on politicians and the entire political class because they are not interested in the most important thing.
You sure you don't have that Lindsey Graham photo or that big poster at your house?
Well, he's nude.
I'll send it to him special.
It's got nothing to do with politics.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
You can dislike a man's profession and still like the cut of his jib. You do understand that.
Fair enough.
But
Is it that one where I'm planking?
I have the whole series. You know that.
I find it.
So that's the caller or open micer and I are in agreement. Now, let me just although I don't think that because if he was arguing that, well, yeah, sometimes you do have to be radical and go. No, I still disagree with that. I completely disagree with that. I think if you're that into politics, then support somebody or run yourself. Before you decide, I'm just going to kill that guy. It never works in America, by the way. Even beyond the morality, which should be blindingly obvious, assassination doesn't work in America because of the fact that we have so many elections. The person who is either escapes assassination or is a victim of assassination, and if they're a politician, they usually end up more popular afterward than before. JFK was popular, probably was going to get reelected. But, there was a lot. It was difficult for him to get all the civil rights stuff through, whatever. Wasn't difficult for LBJ because when a politician in America is assassinated, people, it's like friends you have that die and you've known them for a long time. While they're alive, quite often you'll spotlight their bad habits or the things about them you don't like. Then once they die, all you think about, he was a good guy. Hey, we used to go play basketball together. I mean, I miss that guy.
He was a saint.
Yeah, that's how we are. So it's assassination is a ridiculous thing in the United States of America, is my point. But that doesn't mean that I have a belief that there are great politicians out there that we can put in there. Now let's get to me pointing out, doing a public service, and pointing out that there have been worse times than the ones that we're living in now. And so I'm looking all around. I had heard this before, and then it came up in my prep. Probably my phone heard me talking. And so it came up in my... But you ever hear about the year 536?
No.
It's not AD anymore. It's CE, which is the Common Era.
You mean that little ice age or whatever, and they had a plague?
It was right before the little mini ice age that happened. So in 536, let's see, a massive volcano erupted, historians believe, filling the air with volcanic ash. The majority of people affected by the disaster had no idea what was happening, obviously. It's 536. We don't really have meteorologists out there or boots on the ground as far as reportage goes to tell them. It's just all of a sudden it happened. And it just, all they knew was it was very suddenly very dark for a very long time. The sun didn't shine in Europe, the Middle East, and parts of Asia for 18 whole months. The sun... A Byzantine historian, I think you know Procopius.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
So you know
there was
valid.
a lot of him, right?
Yeah. He was...
His early work was the best.
Yeah, he sold out a little bit.
He did.
I liked him when he was in Athens.
Once the sun came back on.
He said, the way that he put it, the sun gave forth its light without brightness, like the moon. During the whole year, the temperatures dropped more than 30 degrees in a lot of places. So, and then it brought on the little ice age, and then also, there was a plague later on that came on in I think the 540s or something like that.
The dancing plague.
The dancing plague. Everyone was dancing everywhere you went.
I love the dance. Do you know about the dancing plague?
The dance? I don't. Well, hold on. Just let me just wrap this up, and then I want to know about the dancing plague, or as much as you actually know about it.
Hey, I know it all.
So what I want to say is, the next time you think to yourself, how are we going to get through this? I mean, this is a ridiculous time we're living in. Hey, at least the sun's shining. Here in Atlanta, too much. Again, I walked out of my house and I was totally angry that it was a beautiful sunny day. I just want rain. I want rain for like 8 straight days.
We did get some rain overnight.
We got some rain overnight. We need rain. The kind of rain that we need right now, we don't have enough of it until most of the people that you see are bitching about it. That's what we need. We need bitch-level rain.
Bitch rain.
Bitch rain.
Where everyone you know is like, oh, is it ever going to sun? Well, that's what we need. And this is just a tease. Don't give me rain. Hey, universe. Eric Von Hassler here. Atlanta. WSB 95.5.
I'm listening.
Don't tease me with an afternoon of on and off showers.
Pop-up showers.
Yeah, pop-up showers, followed by I wake up the next morning and notice there's a little bit, it must have rained overnight. We need rain. We need the kind of rain that makes everyone you know bitch about it. And I will not be happy until we get let's start calling it B rain.
I like that. That's a lot cleaner.
Yeah. Well, no. For the podcast, it's bitch rain. But
Brain.
So it's B apostrophe.
Yep.
Rain. So that's what we need. We
some this
need to
weekend?
see. We need a little 536 right here in 2026. We need a little less sun.
We need a volcano.
We need a volcano.
Big one.
It's like a Richard Dreyfuss. We need a bigger volcano.
We're going to need a bigger volcano.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
We could convert Stone Mountain into a volcano.
Can you? How are you going to convert
figure
that?
it
What are
out.
you in the
Guys,
AI? Are you in the AI industry? Are you
He's
Mark?
gonna figure it out.
Is that Sam Altman or Elon Musk?
Guys.
We're gonna build all volcanoes. It's gonna solve all of our problems.
I have a plan where I will turn Stone Mountain into a volcano.
You got to be like Elon Musk, and we'll do it by 2027.
Yes.
So our plan is to the Stone Mountain in Georgia is basically a solid piece of granite, and with the boring company, we're going to drill a hole down into the magma, and by 2027 we'll have another mini ice age.
You do realize it's 2026 now.
Oh yes, we're going to start as soon as we get the permits.
Can you go to AI George Clark and just look up all the things that Elon Musk would be said would be happening by 2026 that are not happening? Aren't we supposed to have like supermarkets on Mars at this point?
Self-cleaning sex dolls.
We don't even have that. I mean, I'm told.
We're working on it. XXXA.
How do self-cleaning ovens work? I imagine it would be the same technology.
It just gets so hot. It doesn't work very well, but it does. I think it just gets so hot. I think it gets to like
it burns all the craps,
500.
but then you got to wipe it out.
It sterilizes basically.
It just like it crematoriums it.
Yeah. What was the thing I was gonna? I recognize now that you were gonna tell us about something, and I can't remember what it was.
Plague?
The dancing plague. What the hell is that?
The dancing
Sounds like a
plague was
fun
this-
one, as plagues go.
It was this what they called this plague where people couldn't stop dancing.
Really?
And they thought it was because their blood was poisoned or something, but it was because of a fungus that was present in the bread at the time.
See, that's life
So they
before.
had the
dancing plague of 1518.
See, that's again, man. We live in a time of medicine. We are so lucky.
They were like, "Your blood's too hot."
Don't stop dancing.
What a wild illness that you just can't stop dancing.
What was the name of the fungus? Because it's like LSD. It made him trip,
Oh,
right?
I don't know.
Let me
Jared,
see.
are you looking at it?
I'm looking at
reading about it
I'll
right
look it
now.
up too.
the Wikipedia. Dancing plague of 1518. Remember Wikipedia
Psychosis.
before AI?
Ergot,
Ergot.
a psychogenic fungus found
Ergot-
in bread that
yeah.
can cause compulsive twitching movements as well as hallucinations.
So they weren't really dancing; they were twitching.
Oh, just
But I
dance
guess they
with
were.
me.
They said that they were dancing for like weeks. Some of them they couldn't get them to
lasted
stop.
2
They would
months.
collapse.
Oh yeah, and then they would just have a heart attack. Yeah. They would just collapse from extreme exhaustion,
It's not
hunger,
funny.
and
A lot of people.
Well,
a lot
listen,
of people suffered.
You know what? You know what, Autumn? Too soon.
I know. You're
It's
right. I'm sorry.
just happened in 1518.
And lysergic acid is found in ergot as well as lysergic acid diethylamide.
Can you imagine? Listen. I was going to say, can you imagine tripping when you don't know what that is? But of course, people did know what that was.
Yeah.
You know, but in native communities and stuff, you'd have like a shaman. That guy was just
The
tripping,
mushrooms,
just
the-
tripping.
yeah.
Like the shaman was the guy who took the mushrooms and
Hey,
had the
man.
visions and came back
Yeah,
and told
he
you all
knew.
about it.
He
Yeah.
knew.
The buffalo are over there.
Let's go get them.
I'm super sensitive. I can hear him, man.
Oh, yeah.
I love the name of the lady that started the dancing plague or patient X here.
Yeah.
Frau Trophia.
Oh yeah.
Frau.
Wow, that's
Germans.
Let's get ice on that one. Let's get her out of this country.
She's got to go.
yeah. Why is she in France? Get her out.
The bad bread. The bad bread.
We got to bring the bad bread.
Do we like good bread?
All
We
these
do.
immigrants bringing that bad bread.
All the S bread. They just bring in the S bread.
Somebody's doing the baking.
It says here that the civic and religious leaders theorized that more dancing was the solution. So they arranged for guide halls and dancers to gather.
Oh, to
musicians
like get it out
accompany
of your
the
body.
dancing,
Yeah.
and professional dancers to help the afflicted.
Oh wow! Oh great! So you brought in some cloggers to like sheepdogs.
That explains
to keep them
this-
all on the dance floor.
It explains the twirlers at a dead show.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Yeah, they got the bad bread.
Yes.
Hey man, get some bad bread.
Don't eat the
man.
brown. Don't eat the bad bread.
Jared, you would have liked it. Sounds like the first music festival.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm in. Or maybe if I existed before, that's the era that I came from.
You'd eat some coca leaves with it, and you'd have a blast.
I just like the idea. Keep dancing. We got a harvest to bring in a couple of months. Keep dancing.
You must dance, Frau.
And we live in a time where most people in the history of the world have not lived in. I mean, our grandparents did. I mean, to us, that's basically it, right? You go back about as far as your grandparents, in reality. And, you know, they had medicine. It gets better and better. But most people lived and died in a world with no idea. Like, these things would happen and it would just be like, yeah, that's the dancing thing. Keep dancing. You'll be fine.
Chew this stick.
All right, I'll tell you what you need. We need to find some dancing leeches. So, because that's... We'll have the leeches dance with the people.
It'll transfer
Yes.
your dancing blood
Into the
into
leeches. That's exactly what you want. You want to get rid of the dancing blood.
This really is like what the logic that they could follow because they didn't have anything else to go on. So they were like, you know what? Maybe it's their blood is too excited. So
Yeah,
we
like,
need
what
to
is it,
get
like-
the blood out.
Yeah, like bacteria wasn't even discovered until the 18-somethings, right?
Yeah, doctors were
Doctors
like
used to
delivering babies and
yeah.
then putting their hands up people's bodies.
Yeah, or also
Not
I
washing
think
their hands.
I do believe that there was a while that surgeons would smoke during surgery, and
Yeah, we need to go back to that.
flick their ashes into the wounds. Can you believe that?
Man, it
It
helps,
seems over the
seal
top
it
to
up.
me.
You didn't want to get a surgeon that dipped.
Keeps the demons out.
That's right. You were like a personal spittoon to the dipping surgeon.
Wow, for those that were in the
Those
dancing
about to rock? You salute me?
In the dancing plague, that's year 1518. Bacteria discovered 1676, so over 100 years later.
Earlier than I thought. I was like,
but there's nothing at all we can do about it.
Yeah, it was discovered.
Yeah.
That didn't mean doctors were going to wash their hands.
Yeah, when did that part come in? I think that's like the 1800s, right?
There was a
Where
huge
somebody decided, hey,
Yeah.
you should wash your hands, and then before you cut somebody wide open.
Bite this stick while we burn the wound.
That's true, too. That's kind of a real thing, though. You can burn a wound.
Yeah, cauterize.
You can cauterize it, but it doesn't work for everything. It works for certain
great.
things.
It works for everything.
Yeah, it's the cure-all.
I've had the flu, and so I just got a stick on fire and just shoved it on my abdomen.
Yeah, so, hey, listen, do you want to be healthy or not?
I do.
Okay, then keep it there.
Okay.
Keep it there. And by the way, I'm not enjoying this at all, but yeah, put it in the fire and put it on there again, because I don't think you're quite healed yet.
So we discovered bacteria 1676. The 1840s is when we figured out that that's probably a good idea to wash your hands.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I know that there was some story. I don't know if this was like a huge movement for it, but there were a bunch of like pregnant women who were giving birth, and their babies were dying, or they were dying of these infections and things, and it was because the doctors were not washing their hands.
She's 100% right.
Let's not forget about the dancing babies. That whole thing that went on for a while.
Yes.
Oh, and then Ally McBeal.
Yeah, it's all it's a lot closer to our time than we.
It really is.
Whatever happened? Was that the first like meme?
First viral meme, I think so.
The dancing baby. And
Do you think the South Park thing was before that though? The Christmas Jesus versus Santa?
Yeah, but that's a whole thing. I just mean like just seeing something doing a little GIF thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big cultural moment for the internet.
I can't stop this feeling.
And
it was Ally McBeal. I never watched Ally.
No,
McBeal.
Ally McBeal came. I mean, she utilized it. But
Oh, okay.
At first, anybody could use it, and then somebody, I guess somebody got legal control over it because the company I work for, we started making commercials with it, and we got sued.
Oh, okay. And was it effective for a while? Put the dancing baby in. That'll work.
Yeah.
People like
You've
the
seen
dancing
radio station commercials on TV.
Oh, yes, I know. Well, if you don't have a chimpanzee, put in the dancing baby. Remember that whole period of time where like top 40 shows always had like, for some reason, they had like
their zoo crew. They had a chimpanzee.
Hey, we're giving away money on the
One of
sixes.
the local stations, didn't they have? They had one. Didn't Steve and Vicky have one?
They had a monkey.
They had a monkey for.
Yeah.
I met that
like
monkey
everywhere you
once.
go. Like they go, oh hey, bring the
Yeah,
monkey.
we were in like a Kmart and I met it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Was this before you were in radio? You were just a fan.
Way before. I was just a child.
He did middays after Steve and Vicky.
Okay, yeah, I get it. It's another one.
We need to go back to those times. I'm telling you, we need to get a WSB, some kind of animal, like a WSB giraffe.
A llama.
Oh, that's a good
Or a
one.
llama,
Actually, I like that. I like giraffe.
Giraffe, where we're going to keep it?
Well, just well.
What if we got something really small, like a praying mantis or something?
You can't have a giraffe mascot unless you have a fireplace at the station, because that's where they sleep.
Okay.
Wait, a giraffe?
Yeah. It's a joke.
I don't get it.
It's the only place that they could.
Because they can put their head through.
You would no. Well, they would almost. They would sleep standing up in a fireplace. Never mind.
Autumn, that's an interesting observation.
Thank you. He doesn't get it either.
George told me that sometimes the chicks don't get it. I pushed back on him. I said, that's misogyny.
I feel like the guys are just laughing because like, ha ha ha, yeah.
Oh, that makes you feel better to think that, doesn't it?
Just better. Makes her happy.
Good one, Eric.
Where if you had, the only way you could have a giraffe in your house is if you have a fireplace. That's where you keep the giraffe.
Because his head goes through the chimney?
It's a bit absurdist, but yeah, that's the idea.
It's absurdist. Thank you. She's trying to concretize an absurd
No, but that's why you're
concept-
saying it should
concept.
be in the fireplace.
Yeah, because it's ridiculous that
Yeah,
anybody
alright.
would keep a giraffe in their house.
What if I have a
It's
sunroof?
absurd.
Not a sunroof, a sun window.
A
What is it
sunroom?
A moonroof.
hole.
Moonroof.
A hole? No.
No.
You know, that you're talking
A
about
sun hole.
These are things. How dare you call me that?
This is weird.
Yeah, it is.
You're right. I'm sorry, Sabrina.
Yeah. Look, it's all fine and dandy with me. All right, that's it. That's the first segment of our Wednesday edition of the Von Hessler Doctrine. You want a tease? You want a tease? I'll give you a tease. There's more to come.
Get any size air conditioner for $69.99 a month, 0 down, an unbeatable lifetime warranty, and ask about clean air upgrades. Visit reliableair.com to book your free estimate today.
We are here with CFP and investment advisor Aaron Vincent of the Vincent Financial Group and host of Retire ATL every weekend right here. Get more at retireatlradio.com. And Aaron, there are some adults that work with the big box firms, and they think to themselves, I feel like some of my needs aren't being met, or there are opportunities that they could be missing. So what would you tell that person that's thinking about getting that second opinion, thinking about making the call, but they just haven't yet?
Mark, what I would say to that person who thought about it or wanted to last year but didn't is why? Why didn't you? Let's get real here. Whether you're in your car driving or you're at your office, however you're listening to this, take a second or write this down or make a mental note. Why didn't you execute on that thought? That thought that you had, that feeling that you had about getting a second opinion, you didn't follow up with that. What's the reason? A lot of times we find people are intimidated by, I don't want to be transparent. I feel like if I admit where I'm at, I'm admitting failure or something along those lines. And let me just make the bridge to you right now. We aren't going to judge you if you wish you were at X, but you're only at Y. There's no shame in saying, I'm not where I want to be and I want to get there. That should be applauded. If anything, you're going to get applause from us because it's like the human condition, right? Life on earth, to raise your hand and say, I need some help. I'd like to get this thing shored up and I'm willing to tell you the truth about where I'm at to get there. That takes courage. It takes some guts. I respect that regardless of where you are, to say I'm willing to open myself up to that sort of conversation. That should be applauded.
To receive a personalized second opinion of your financial future from the team at the Vincent Financial Group, we invite you to call today, 770-280-1488. That's 770-280-1488 or online at retireatlradio.com. And join us for Retire ATL every weekend right here. And it's all powered by the Vincent Financial Group.
Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor. Neither the firm nor its agents or representatives may give tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a qualified professional for guidance before making any purchasing decisions.
Dave Baker here. If you've ever had to sort through a pile of lumber on the job site, you know that's time you don't get back. That's not good. That's why builders trust Randall Brothers. Randall Brothers stocks premium lumber that's straighter, cleaner, and ready to perform, not something you have to pick through board by board. And Randall Brothers understands what quality means when your name is on the project. Randall Brothers, widest selection, industry expertise, accurate, no-hassle deliveries, randallbrothers.com.
Georgia Power is here to help businesses save with quick efficiency tips, like converting exit signs and other lights to LEDs and scheduling yearly building inspections now so you can find ways to save right away. We're here for you so you can be there for your community. Visit georgiapower.com to get started.
Looking for something this weekend? Head to Lakewood 400 Market, where shopping feels like an adventure. Shop over 500 booths packed with home decor, fashion, art, collectibles, and one-of-a-kind finds. Grab a bite, bring a dog, make a day of it. Lakewood 400 Market. Discover something you didn't know you were looking for.
Avoid the headaches of a traditional home sale and move on your timeline with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
You still have time to select a stunning Mother's Day gift from Tara Fine Jewelry Company. The latest styles, amazing gorgeous rings, necklaces and bracelets, luxurious beautiful pearls, diamond stud earrings, all with legendary Tara Fine Jewelry customer service. Just 3 miles from the Mall of Georgia in Buford.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top story, a former executive with the Atlanta Hawks is going to federal prison for embezzling $3.7 million from the team. Lester Jones is sentenced to almost 3.5 years behind bars and must pay restitution. Federal prosecutors say Jones created fake expense reimbursement requests and misused corporate credit cards while he was an accounting executive with the Hawks. He pleaded guilty to wire fraud last December. National Civil Rights Attorney Ben Crump calls for changes at the troubled Fulton County Jail. Crump says his client, Rashad Muhammad, needed multiple amputations after he did not get proper medical care inside the facility.
This nightmare will be every day for the rest
of his life.
Crump says they are considering all legal options, but he wants county leaders to address problems at the facility. In a statement, the sheriff's office says they cannot comment on Muhammad's treatment or condition. In a ruling that could have major implications for midterm elections, the Supreme Court today strikes down Louisiana's congressional map that includes 2 majority black districts. Justices ruled 6-3. Lawmakers relied too heavily on race when redrawing the state's voting boundaries. Legal analyst Jessica Levinson explains the dissenting view.
If you look at what the dissent is saying, the dissent would say that this is a big rollback of the promises of the Voting Rights Act, that this makes it difficult to protect people's right to vote.
And this just in, Florida lawmakers pass a new congressional map to help Republicans gain 4 seats. The Federal Reserve is leaving interest rates unchanged. Fed Chair Jerome Powell says the Iran war is raising concerns about inflation.
Inflation has moved up recently and is elevated relative to our 2% longer run goal.
Powell says he will continue to serve as a Fed governor even after his term expires next month, but says he will keep a low profile. Powell calls President Trump's criticism of him unprecedented, and he worries about the impact it's had on the Federal Reserve. It is 3:32. Time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Hasn't been fun on 285 on either side of town this afternoon, Bill. Crash 285 southbound in Clarkston, the inner loop, East Ponce, exit 40. They got it off to the right, but you're stacked up back into Doraville. We got a 285 northbound outer loop crashes also in DeKalb County, just north of I-20 exit 46, right lane block there. You're slow before Flat Shoals. 285 south, the outer loop over on the west side. It is just crawling from South Atlanta Road down to I-20. No crashes in the way, just all that volume trying to get into the construction zone. And already seeing the push into downtown and midtown, a slow push at that. Brake lights find you southbound at the 85-400 merge. 75 slows at Howell Mill Northside Drive. Brake lights stay with you down to Cortlandt Street. And northbound, you're slowing at Highway 166 Langford Parkway, making your way up past Freedom Parkway. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Mostly cloudy and a little warmer today, high 74. An isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm possible later on this afternoon. Lows tonight in the upper 50s. Widespread heavy rain and thunderstorms for early tomorrow morning. Tapering off tomorrow afternoon, highs in the low 70s.
Right now, 84 in Tucker, 82 in Cartersville, 81 in Locust Grove. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Is your air conditioning system ready to answer the challenge of the hot and humid days we know are coming? Take advantage of this great offer from Ragsdale Heating and Air. Right now, you could take up to $1,700 off a new Carrier home comfort system, and that includes Ragsdale's own trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty on your new system. Ragsdale's the name I know you can trust for all your heating, air, plumbing, electrical, and insulation needs, too. They have a 4.9 Google rating and over 11,000 reviews. Go to RagsdaleAir.com or call them. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
It's official. President Trump has endorsed Burt Jones for governor.
Burt Jones has been an incredible leader. This man has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Burt Jones is a trusted Trump conservative who's leading the fight to end Georgia's state income tax.
He's going to make a great, great governor. You will be very happy, Georgia. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement.
Paid for by Burt Jones for Georgia.
Most attorneys take every type of case, but if someone causes you to lay your bike down, you need a true motorcycle accident specialist. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler for Steel Horse Law. They only fight for injured motorcycle riders. One name, one specialty, 100% commitment to bikers from motorcycle attorneys that ride. You can trust them on the road and in the courtroom. Get your free case evaluation at steelhorselaw.com.
Hi, I'm John Ray, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. Getting engaged? So friends, listen up. Shane Company engagement rings are protected with our all-inclusive free lifetime warranty. We stand behind the same quality we've offered since 1929. Our rings are crafted to last. It's why our warranty is the only one that protects your center stone. We also cover repairs, resizings, cleanings, and so much more. That's money you keep for you and your family. Because a friend always has your back. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Yeah, and doom. All right, so there's a lot of. How are the wildfires doing? Has the little bit of rain helped at all?
Significantly, it's got a lot. It's a lot more under control. Kemp obviously is wanting a little bit more rain, but right now it's.
We got the weather machine kicked up in the full gear, and we're hoping that it puts it out.
Get that weather machine that George thinks exists, where the government controls the weather. What's
The
that
HARP.
called? Yeah, get that involved. Can it stop stuff, or does it just start stuff?
Well, you
George?
can't stop it once it starts, George, and then you'll end up having a terrible earthquake.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
We can't get some clouds seeded and.
Yeah, I don't believe in that. I just don't believe in that. I just don't believe you can.
It is a real thing, I thought.
No, it does a little bit, but I just don't. I just don't believe that that's an answer. If that was a real answer, it would be used all the time, everywhere, and it's not. It's not. George has never even thought of it. Hey, we got to seed the clouds.
Well, there was cloud seeding. They did it for the World Cup in Qatar,
And that when they had those horrible floods?
Yeah, didn't they have floods after that? That doesn't seem right.
And then there's the company Rainmaker. That's Palmer Luckey adjacent, kind of Palantir adjacent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They got a
working-
Palantir weather machine company?
It's coming.
Oh, my goodness.
So.
Well, I think it's a good thing. We need more rain.
If we can create
what could
rain
go
where-
wrong?
where it's needed, that would be a good
Look
thing.
at how responsible the people who run Palantir have been. We can trust these people with our weather. I think we should turn everything over to Palantir. I mean, that Alex Karp, sure, he's
Well,
got
you're
the-
in luck, Derek.
Yeah,
because it turns
looks
out-
like it's happening. You know, I like the idea of hippie Strangelove being in charge of the entire world.
Pan icon.
I just that Alex Karp, fucker and fuckatash. His tongue is too big. And he dresses like he looks like that director that used to be popular and now he's not popular anymore.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah. And I always think of his hippie Strangelove because I could just see him because he's like, every time you see him in an interview, he's got his hairs all over the place. And he's like, hey, you got to kill some people if you want to have a democracy, And, he'll like talk about like all this stuff. Like, you got to kill people. And if the Western world is going to survive, we got to kill people in the Eastern world. And that's all there is to it. But he's got this look that after he tells this to his employees, I would imagine that he invites them out to the parking lot for, hey, let's play some hacky sack. Hey, we killed a bunch of kids over here. Let's go play some hacky sack.
Sounds like Leno.
Hippie. Hey.
What do you think about that?
Hey, Kev. What do you think about that? All right, so King Charles, they're still here?
They sure are. They're in New York.
Did you like
Were they
my
gonna
bone moats last night?
I did not see any of this. I have heard a couple of things. There was the address to Congress.
Yes, that happened yesterday afternoon.
Which, by the way, Congress hated because this is an incredibly difficult week for Congress. They've got a lot on their plate and not a lot of unity, even within the Republican Party on a lot of these things. So it's kind of a nightmare week, and they had to clear out their calendar yesterday for, they should have been using that. It's not Charles's fault, not the king's fault, but it was a little bit of an inconvenience for Congress. But so he made this point about checks and balances. He pushed it back to basically made this, which is true, the argument that the Magna Carta kind of leads to the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution of the United States. And then there was this response from Congress, and I just don't, it annoyed me. I have to say that it annoyed me. Go ahead and play it.
The U.S. Supreme Court Historical Society has calculated that Magna Carta is cited in at least 160 Supreme Court cases since 1789, not least as the foundation of the principle that executive power is subject to checks and balances.
Now listen to what happens with the crowd in Congress. All of our politicians, the word of the day is performative. It's all performative. These people are in Congress. They are one of the checks and balances, and they have been absent for the last year and a half. We've been at war for going on 8 weeks now? Does anybody remember the big debate on the floor of the House or the Senate? Did I miss it? This is all, it sounds to me like that was the whole place, right? So that's Republicans and Democrats. It's not one of those State of the Union things where it's one side and the other side. But it's in some way, there should be checks and balances on Trump. Well, there is. It's you. And you're not doing your job.
In the White House dinner later that evening, Trump joked, he's like, I never get both sides to stand up, and you did it there, Charles. You were able to do it.
Yeah, you did. But, I mean, it's just absurd to me. The checks, listening to those people go crazy like that, it's if applauding can be a lie, that's what it is. It's l'applause. It's lie applause, because they are the checks and they've done nothing. They don't even, they have argument. It's like, we shouldn't have anything to say about what the president does because he's the commander in chief. Have you read the Constitution? Wars are declared by Congress. And then after all the nonsense with Vietnam not being a war and all that, they passed something called the War Powers Act, and that has been ignored. Although Bush did get Congress on his side before his stupid wars. But the only reason, if you look at that, he gets a lot of credit for that, especially the Iraq War. But the truth is that behind the scenes, the only reason they went to Congress was because they knew they had the votes. If they didn't have the votes, they were not going to go to Congress, and they were going to go to war. So it's not even this Congress has been giving up. When they give up their power to the presidency, which they've been doing for the last 30, 35 years, because they don't want to take hard votes. You're also giving up the power of one of these checks and balances that you apparently act like you love. That has annoyed the hell out of me. You've got the job. Do the job. Don't stand up and applaud and act like, oh, yeah. Well, no, it's obvious to me you don't believe in that because you have the ability to be that right now, and you're choosing not to be. It's just a little bit of annoyance for me. Did he have a joke about, hey, let me ask you a question, Jared.
Okay.
Did the King of England have a joke?
He sure did.
About the Boston Tea Party?
He sure did.
Oh, I stepped on the punchline.
Thank you, Mr. President and Mrs. Trump, for your splendid dinner this evening, which, may I say, is a very considerable improvement on the Boston Tea Party.
He almost dropped his speech there, so the whole podium was wobbling.
Bad mic technique.
I liked his threat.
He had a threat?
The threat hidden in the joke about the White House being burned up.
I didn't see. You should have brought that to the table. I don't have the audio now.
He said, regarding the recent renovations to the White House I saw outside, we tried to do that once in 1814.
Yes.
I got you. Yes, very nice little joking around. Jokes. We got jokes.
And he went up to Melania and said, I've got your nose.
Yes. No, literally, I do in a jar. He said the president said if they hadn't intervened, we'd all be speaking German in Europe. But if it hadn't been for us, you'd be speaking French.
Well, yes, that's true, I guess. How did it go over? Did all of his jokes go over?
Yeah,
well?
Everybody laughed. They were all laughing and having a good time.
Well, when people that don't tell jokes tell a joke, it's always like a little funnier. Like,
yeah.
Oh, look at you tell a joke.
Well, he's been training for this for 100 years before he got it. And so, his type, it's not his job necessarily to tell, I wouldn't say jokes, but he's got to be good at icebreakers.
President Trump, it's nice to see Melania here looking like an expectant widow.
I can't believe he told that joke.
Well, he got laughs from Trump on that one.
That seemed crazy to me. That whole Jimmy Kimmel.
You're right.
I cannot. All right, hold on. They're trying to take Jimmy Kimmel off the air for that joke. Let's not live there. So, I was thinking about all this now. The Trumps are now the FCC are looking into ABC because Kimmel did that joke, beforehand. And I really think that no matter how you feel about this, that, or the other thing, it's almost, the Streisand effect. I think that when they make a big deal out of this, it's the Streisand effect. Nobody watches Jimmy Kimmel. Almost nobody sees this. I looked this up. Jimmy Kimmel is winning, and he gets less than 2 million people per show. And when Johnny Carson There were less people in the country. I know there were less choices, but there were less people. Johnny Carson, at his peak, brought in like 17 million people a night. And even in the early 90s, when it had all gone down, he brought in like 7 million a night. So that was a time when these late night, and I think Trump is still married to that world. These late night shows really matter, but it's the Streisand effect. No one would have known Jimmy Kimmel actually made that joke if they hadn't made a big deal about it.
Hey, you know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our triple team traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is at 5. WSB's A Grand for Gas. From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
Hi, it's Dale from TrustDale.com. I've trusted America's Best Choice for more than a decade for windows, doors, siding, decks, and roofing. Their exclusive 3-way warranty, including my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, protects you if something goes wrong. When you're investing in your home, don't gamble with unproven contractors. It's simply not worth the risk.
Thanks, Dale. At America's Best Choice, we deliver the best exterior solutions that provide long-term value for your home. Upgrade your home with high-quality, energy-efficient windows. Take advantage of special pricing on custom decks or choose siding, doors, and fencing that don't just look great, they're built to last. We're raising the bar in roofing, combining proven installation, premium materials, and expert craftsmanship to protect your home year after year. Spring is the busiest season for home improvement, so don't wait. Schedule your free in-home estimate now at abcwin.com and get your project on the calendar today. No pressure, no gimmicks. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
School is almost out now. You know what that means. Backyard barbecues, pool days, plenty of people seeing your home, too. So do what I did and get your place looking clean with Wise Guys Pro Wash. One call, quick quote. They handled everything. House, patio, the driveway too. Sparkling clean, and I didn't even need to be home. Mention me, Chris Chandler, and you'll get $70 off your next service. Book now at wiseguysprowash.com before spots fill up.
Hey, this is that Rick Jackson spot.
Too often, criminal illegals commit sick, violent crimes. Do that when I'm governor, and you'll end up deported or departed.
Dang, I know, right?
What do you have, sugar? I'll take the meatloaf and Rick Jackson for governor.
He's something, ain't he?
He's tough.
Yeah, no tolerance for criminal illegals, no DEI.
No covering up for do-nothing career politicians either.
You know, Jackson came from nothing and built one of the biggest businesses in Georgia.
Now he wants to cut the income tax in half and freeze property taxes.
Yeah, but not for deadbeats.
Listen, I love this part.
No more free rides for people who refuse to work. You want to sit on your butt, binge watch Netflix, and scarf down Cheetos? Do it with your own money.
Be still my heart.
Bingo.
Amen to that.
Rick Jackson for Georgia, not a career politician. Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
Ever tried to hide stuff and you end up putting it next to some stuff you tried to hide last year? You might be out of room. That's an easy fix. Simply schedule a free design consultation today with a certified master artisan designer at artisancustomclosets.com and get organized.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
You know, going back to that Kimmel thing. There's no one to root for ever. That's the problem these days. There's no one to root for. The FCC commissioner is a fascist who just absolutely believes that it's his job to censor speech that he doesn't like.
It's Brendan Carr, right?
Yeah, that's not his job. The FCC started out. You know why they started the FCC? Because in the 1920s, when people were radio stations were just popping up, and people would just get on frequencies, and then they would jam each other and they'd cancel each other out. That was the original need for the FCC. Is somebody need to officially say, no, you're on 95.5. That belongs to these people, and you're going to have to go on a different. Okay, now you're on 97, whatever.
Yeah, when we first started, for example, like our frequency was so strong that people were getting it through their frying pans.
Yes,
they could hear WSB
they had
through
to
the
turn
frying
that
pans.
down. We had that lady who was she heard it. She's 100 and some odd years old.
I was there.
Yeah.
Peachtree Street was a dirt road.
And you started hearing the radio station through your pots and pans.
I heard it through the cast irons in the kitchen, and I said, Mama, what in the world could that be? And she said, well, baby, the radio station down the street just started. And I said, my goodness.
You were hearing like choral music coming out of your cast iron pans.
A puppet on the radio? Okay.
So it was reasons like that. And then somewhere along the line they added the community interest, which is a totally subjective kind of thing as to what's good. When in the 90s, when I was part of, kind of shock jock radio and everything, you'd constantly be told that what you're doing was not in the community interest. But I would, hey, we're leading the ratings. Yeah. Who's tuning in? People from outside the community? What the biggest answer to whether or not the community is okay with what you're doing on the radio is, well, they're number one. So more people are listening to that show than any other show in that time slot. So yeah, I guess we could say that the community is okay with it. So that became a big, a thing, or subjective power given to the government. Obviously there are limits on speech that everyone understands. You can't call for harming an individual or something along those lines, and that applies to public speaking as well as this. So the FCC is, now they're going to go after Jimmy Kimmel, and so I can't root for the FCC. I think people should be able to say whatever the hell they want. And when it comes to Kimmel, I cannot believe that this guy that I briefly knew in the 90s has turned into this. I honestly, Jimmy Kimmel is the leader of the resistance. You have got to be kidding me. I can't tell you. Have you ever done this? Sometimes you're around, you just met a group of friends. So I move out to LA and I just meet Carolla and Kimmel and people like that. And you don't want to be, you want to impress people, right? Have you ever done this where you just basically you hold back your thoughts and your feelings around them because you don't want to be embarrassed?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's what I used to do around Kimmel. I did not want to appear to be an intellectual of any kind around Kimmel, because back then it was like, men need to be men and stop being men. And you would not believe in the conversations that Jimmy Kimmel would try to convince me that Oprah Winfrey had far too much power in this country. And men, that was what started the whole man show thing. Men need to go. That was the whole idea. We need to have a pushback from Oprah and all these things. And my thing was I don't know. My mom likes Oprah. She's got to have entertainment too. Everybody doesn't listen to Howard Stern. My mom's not going to tune into Howard Stern. My mom needs Oprah.
Did he cry a lot back then?
No, he didn't cry at all. He was a man.
He cries all the time now.
Well, whatever. People change, but it's amazing to me. And also, so he wants to be this person, right? He wants to keep poking the bear. It's working for him. He wants to be the guy who keeps poking the president, and I'm supposed to get, I got a fascist at the FCC, Jimmy Kimmel, who's I don't know, this is helping his career, I guess. I don't know. And here's the thing. When there's fascism around, when there's a whiff of fascism in the air, that's where I would put it. We are not a constitutional republic right now. And there's a whiff of fascism. What I would say to Jimmy Kimmel is, entertainers need to dance around fascism. It's better for entertainers to dance around fascism. All right? If you don't want to be an entertainer, pick up a bullhorn, walk into the streets, and be that person. Be the resistance. But that's just like, I can't root for any. I mean, overall, I end up rooting for Kimmel because I want to preserve the idea that comedians should be able to make jokes. That's very important to me. But I feel like there's something cynical about this from him. I mean, he went and did that thing after the first, that joke came up because he was doing his version of a roast of Trump at the White House Correspondents' Dinner because they weren't going to have a comedian there to do it. But that was after he was taken off the air for messing with this guy before. So obviously he digs this. He enjoys it. So what am I supposed to do? It's like, hey, it looks to me like the commissioner of the FCC, the president of the United States, and Jimmy Kimmel are all having a good time. Why should I jump in?
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
We're seeing all the signs. Pollen counts are high, fewer mornings are chilly. Step by step, we are headed to summer. This is Scott Slade, and the team at Ragsdale Heating and Air wants you to be ready for the hot and humid days we know are ahead. Right now, you could take up to $1,700 off a new Carrier home comfort system. And don't forget the spring savings extend far beyond the big season change with Ragsdale's own trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty on your new system. That's zero repair cost till 2041. Ragsdale's a name I know you could trust for all your heating, air, plumbing, electrical, and insulation needs, too. How do I know? I've used a lot of those services, and they have a 4.9 Google rating and over 11,000 reviews. I've been a Ragsdale customer for years. I always come away impressed with their friendly, quality service. A lot of these Ragsdale guys have been with the company for 10, 20, even 30 years. So take advantage of this great deal. Schedule your visit online at ragsdaleair.com or give one of their friendly customer service reps a call. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's love lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Priority Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Priority Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. Take control of your love life. Call now. 404-885-8885.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top story, a major Supreme Court ruling today on voting rights could impact midterm elections.
This ruling harkens back to the darkest days of the Jim Crow era.
Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock is blasting the 6-3 ruling, striking down Louisiana's second majority black congressional district. Correspondent Linda Kenyon reports from the White House, which is praising the decision.
In a case that has widespread implications for the balance of power in Congress, the court's conservative majority ruled Louisiana's effort to create a minority voting district is an unconstitutional gerrymander. A White House spokeswoman stated, quote, "This is a complete and and total victory for American voters. The color of one's skin should not dictate which congressional district you belong in, unquote.
Several states have approved redistricting plans ahead of the midterm elections. It is 82 degrees now in Atlanta. When does the next round of rain arrive? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. A man already deported once before gets a long prison sentence for dealing drugs and guns at a Georgia prison. Here's a report all new at 4 o'clock.
38-year-old Servando Corona Penalosa has been sentenced to 25 years in federal prison for conducting a massive international drug and gun ring while still in a Georgia state prison. U.S. Attorney Theodore Hertzberg says he paid his associates to buy guns for him to sell.
These are not your everyday pistol or handgun or revolver. Some of these are highly powered and very expensive firearms that cost tens of thousands of dollars.
And they were transported to Mexico for use by cartels. Penalosa will be deported once he serves his sentence sometime in the 2050s. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
After pleading guilty to wire fraud, a former Atlanta Hawks executive is sentenced to more than 3 years in federal prison for embezzling from the team.
He was one of the longest accounting executives at the Hawks. Federal prosecutors say Lester Jones stole about $3.7 million from the team through phony expense reimbursement requests and misusing corporate credit cards. The FBI found thousands of dollars spent on international trips, luxury clothes, and a diamond ring, costing nearly $116,000. Jones will have to pay restitution following his sentencing. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
National civil rights leaders demand accountability for conditions inside the troubled Fulton County Jail.
Stand up for Rashad! Stand up for Rashad!
Rashad Muhammad says he had an emotional meeting with Sheriff Pat Labat. Muhammad claims he had to have multiple amputations because he wasn't given proper medical care in the facility.
I'm not okay. Every day is a battle. It's a struggle.
Civil rights attorney Ben Crump believes the whole case smacks of deliberate indifference.
You didn't have to have a medical degree. All you needed was an ounce of humanity.
He says they're considering all of their legal options. At the Fulton County Jail, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
And the sheriff's office says they cannot comment on Muhammad's treatment or condition. Times are tough for fire victims in South Georgia, and the Red Cross is making sure people have a safe place to stay and get a meal.
We have over 55 Red Cross volunteers that are assigned to this operation. We're going to be here for quite some time.
Katie's work with the American Red Cross is in hard-hit Brantley County. The Georgia Forestry Commission says crews responded to 8 new fires yesterday. They are making progress with the 2 biggest fires, but they say there is still a long way to go. Forsyth County is celebrating major improvements to their biggest park.
State-of-the-art equipment, playgrounds, fields added to it. We were really excited to be able to open this up to the community.
County spokesman Russell Brown says one of their top priorities is making Bennett Park more connected between parking and the sports fields for the growing number of families in the county. The renovations are paid for by SPLOST and a neighborhood grant awarded to the county in 2023. Uber takes the next steps to becoming a one-stop shop for travel after adding hotel bookings to the app. The company's CEO announces today Uber is now an app for everything. The rideshare app will offer more than 700,000 hotel listings directly on the app in partnership with Expedia. It is now 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it's live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, watched a crash in Marietta on 75 northbound and South Marietta Parkway. Was in multiple right lanes, but fantastically, they were able to get it off to the right quickly. So that should help improve a little bit of that ride, leaving 285, 400 northbound brake lights filling in through Sandy Springs, 285 up to the North Springs MARTA station, 85 northbound. Watched a few trouble spots clear between Jimmy Carter Boulevard and Indian Trail. That's put that ride into slow motion a little earlier than usual from Chamblee Tucker Road. How are things looking this afternoon through downtown Atlanta, Isabella Rodriguez?
Downtown drivers, it's looking like a slow ride as you're making your way into the city, especially on 75-85 northbound at Langford Parkway with those delays not breaking free until you make your way into Midtown. Also watching the southbound delays into the city on 75 southbound at Northside Drive, and they also start at Georgia 400 southbound at Lenox Road. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy skies for this evening. A few pop-up showers and thunderstorms are possible. Some of these storms may produce some localized heavy downpours. Lows tonight in the upper 50s. Heavy rain will return for the morning commute and then drying out tomorrow afternoon. High around 72. Mostly cloudy on Friday. Highs in the upper 60s.
Right now it's 81 in Alpharetta, and in Snellville it's 83 in Stockbridge. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Earlier, I asked George Clark to do a little homework for Hour 2, and he did that homework. I asked you to find some sort of good list of things that Elon Musk told us that we'd be doing by 2026 that we're not doing. And it doesn't have to be, some of these things he said were going to happen by 2019. So just a list of the things that Elon Musk has promised would be happening and are not.
So this is the Tesla and autonomy category. 1 million robo-taxis. In 2019, Musk promised 1 million Tesla robo-taxis on the road by 2020. Oh. Only a handful.
All right, stop for a second. Let's not go too fast here. Now, some people, I don't know everything about everything, so correct me if I'm wrong. That didn't happen, right?
No.
Okay. Does he have one? And also, by the way, I think that he always, the robo-taxis now, for a while they had people in the car, right, because they couldn't trust it. And now there's no people in the car. This is my understanding. The very few that exist, the ones where there's nobody in the car, there's somebody in a car behind the robo-taxi that has control and follows you everywhere you go, because that's how far away from actually being able to implement this technology they are.
Yeah, so currently there's only a handful of unsupervised robo-taxis in Austin, Dallas, Houston. So this is the second Tesla and autonomy promise. The 2020 Roadster. So this is unveiled in 2017. It was a car that was going to come out, the second generation Roadster. It is roughly 6 years late, and now it's been pushed to 2027 or 2028.
My goodness, are you all beginning to understand why it's obvious that this guy's the richest person in the world?
Yeah.
Because obviously he delivers. What else?
Unsupervised full self-driving. Musk predicted Tesla would achieve level 5 autonomy, no human attention needed, by 2014. In recent reversal, he admitted that the cars that he promised that would have that by 2014 don't even have the hardware that is capable of doing that.
Right.
Affordable $25,000 EV. The Model 2 was supposed to be $25,000. That has not come to fruition.
Now, he has gone into space a few times.
So now we're getting the space.
But, this is, by the way, before we get into his failures, even the thing that's working, which is obviously being able to, use these rockets to keep launching stuff and as a private company launch stuff. But here's the deal. It turns out that there's not enough business to keep something like that going. That's why he came up with the Starlink thing. They became their own customer because they had to put so many satellites in space. And I guess he saw it as proof of concept. We can do this. But they're now getting to the point where they've got just about all the satellites up there they need. And it turns out that there are not enough needs for cargo to get into low Earth orbit to keep a private company like SpaceX profitable. So even though that's a success, the business model is not a success. Now he's talking about putting data centers in space. First of all, you've got to replace every chip every 4 to 6 years. And there's just like anything else, these data centers, you'd have a maintenance crew be working on something every day. Something's kind of needs. So first of all, how do you do the repairs? Secondly, I know that we all think, oh, well, space is cold, right? And these data centers, they need to be cooled. Space is cold, but it's also a vacuum. So how does the heat dissipate? I'm genuinely asking this question because I don't know the answer. I think that that's a fair limitation, that the heat has no place to go. So I think you'd still have to have some sort of cooling system on the data centers in space, I think. I don't know that.
I don't know. What does happen to heat in space?
It doesn't go. Nothing. It's a vacuum, right?
Yeah, but the sun has heat. How does it?
The sun does not have heat in space.
It doesn't?
No.
That's true. Yeah.
It's light.
Our atmosphere that captures.
It's the atmosphere captures it and it bounces back off of it. That's why they're worried about the global, you call that thing? The greenhouse.
Oh,
The greenhouse.
It says that heat is lost through thermal radiation or infrared light.
But I don't think you can lose the amount of heat that you need in a data center without.
Oh, no.
So listen, I am asking the question. I'm not a dippy host making a statement. I'm just asking the question, how does heat dissipate in a vacuum? Somebody look it up. Can heat? I don't,
Not to mention, it says like direct sunlight makes it really hot, so you'd have to put it on the dark side of the moon.
It says they will be operating in sun synchronous orbits
These facilities would use large radiators to dissipate heat into space, potentially supporting AI training.
Okay, there you go. And also, there's one more thing that's going to need maintenance all the time. Who's going to do the maintenance?
Maintenance spacemen.
Can you imagine that's your commute? Bye, honey.
Hey,
I'll be back in 6 months.
I got to go to the satellite tonight.
So every time you have to fix something, you got to be in a big space suit. You got to do a space walk. This just doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense.
If one broke, they would just throw another one up there. It'd probably be cheaper.
But it's not. They don't break as a whole. It's full. A data center is full of just all of these chips that It's like anything else. A building like this. With the motorcycle cops, I'm a big fan too.
Oh, I just meant like
chips in general. Snacks.
Yum yum. Look at a place like this campus, WSB. All right, it's 3 floors. It's large.
Only one floor we're allowed on.
We're not allowed on that TV floor. We're radio people.
Will the data center in space have a lactation room?
I
Yes.
certainly hope so.
Absolutely.
And non-gender specific bathrooms.
So
Good,
this
good.
place here is got a pretty big footprint, this campus. The maintenance is always working on something. There's always something somewhere that needs to be updated. And a lot of times doesn't have it. It may not necessarily be the engineers dealing with the actual product going out, the signal getting out. It's just a big building with HVAC and a million things.
But the thing in space wouldn't have all of those
Yes,
issues.
it would. It
wouldn't have HVAC.
No, but I'm saying
Or
is
not a
it's
toilet.
going to have millions of chips, and they fail. They fail, and they have to. If you're a data center that's on the ground, the one consistent job that would be there is engineering, maintenance. You're constantly going to be working on something because entropy. Things just begin to fall apart. So when you have a large building, you have a maintenance staff. You don't have people you don't call somebody up for maintenance. A building like this says you have maintenance people on staff because there's going to be stuff to do every day.
A building like this has people going through it constantly, though, along with running all the operations to make it climate controlled on
all
Earth.
Right, don't make it so specific. It's not a building we're talking about in space.
Sure.
We call it as a data center. It would basically be just a very large wing-looking thing that had a
16
gazillion
square kilometers of solar panels each one of them would need.
Yeah. No, and so how much maintenance do you think is necessary for these? Let's say this. I think Elon Musk knows this is a bad idea. But he likes to, I'm the world's smartest man, and I'm gonna tell people about, oh, you never thought about this. And then my thought is, okay, Elon, I dropped out of the 9th grade. But wouldn't you have to have a cooling system still on these things? By the way, that needs maintenance too, because space is a vacuum, and that's an actual question.
I think Tim hit the nail on the head. I think what would happen is as it outdates itself, they would just let it burn up and they would launch another one.
That's fine. But what about when it doesn't outdate itself? It just messes up.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You probably have
I
a
feel
4-year
like
lifespan.
a lot of the things that they put up now, I'm sure, mess up, and they update it or fix it from the ground.
Not really. We put satellites up there. They're very simple machines, actually. It's pretty wild. They kind of do one thing, and if they don't, they just abandon them. They abandon them and they put another one up.
Well, with Voyager, they fixed some things.
Well, they fixed the space telescope of the first space telescope, Hubble. Hubble got repairs.
No, but so did Voyager. Voyager fixed itself. It was supposed to not work anymore, some specific things.
Yeah, but that's not fixing itself. It's just that that's what's happening is people are finding it remarkable that it's still sending anything back. It's not fixing itself. It's just more durable than anybody thought it would be.
How did it do it without chips? That's confusing to me.
There was something on Voyager where it shut down and then brought itself back up.
Right.
I remember reading about it.
With no help from the ground? I'm sure.
I don't think so.
I think the people on the ground turn it off. They know something's going on, so they just turn it off.
Yeah.
And then maybe it's almost like rebooting. I think they reboot it basically. But what were you asking?
Well, that technology in the mid-'70s.
For Voyager?
Yeah, they didn't have the chips like they have now. How did it keep working?
Well, that's the amazing thing. Probably because it was so damn simple.
Yeah.
If you built it today, you'd have so many working parts that something would definitely fail. I would imagine if you look at Voyager, what do you call that? Failure points or points of potential, whatever. There's a term for it. I would imagine it has very few because it's a very simple machine that's meant to do one thing. What's it meant to? It was the idea of it sending stuff back to us was like, and it's also going to do that. What it's meant to do is bump into some alien life at some point, play a record for them.
It
already has.
The gist of your point is these are complex things to have on Earth.
Yes.
To put them in space is going to make that exponentially
where's
more
the
complex.
space maintenance? I guess is what I'm asking, because it's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot.
He also
We need that more than Space Force, probably.
Yeah. Well, I think it's part of Space Force. You are in the
They're
military.
just maintenance men.
Yeah.
If we get this moon base that we've been talking about,
CDs.
then we can easily send space maintenance out to fix this.
Yeah, the word easily. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It'll be easy.
Just
Yeah,
quickly,
slingshot.
he said that humans would be on Mars by 2024. He also said that there would be an uncrewed Mars landing by 2018. And then he said Optimus robots would be working in factories by now. And he said Neuralink for all would be around by now.
Yeah, absolutely. And we could get into Sam Altman. They're both fighting each other in court now. It's just all lies. And we're handing the future to these people that are apparently either liars or idiots or both. Let's say good afternoon to Alex Williams. Alex says there's a crash slowing the ride on 285 in DeKalb.
Hey, good afternoon, Eric, and to the Doctor and Airs. Yeah, I've been watching this one. It's in the right lane, 285 northbound, the outer loop. Looks like fire department. Yep, as I speak, that fire truck's pulling away, so they're going to be doing their work on the right shoulder, 285 northbound. Glenwood Road, exit 44. Nonetheless, it's a slow ride behind it, starting back at Flat Shoals. 285 eastbound on the north side interloop. You fill in from Georgia 400 through Dunwoody and Doraville. Those heavy delays stick with you southbound into Clarkston. We've also had trouble on 285 in Sandy Springs, Isabella Rodriguez.
Seems to be trouble on 285 westbound as you head out from Sandy Springs at Roswell Road. Seems to be in the left lane, slowing you down out from Georgia 400. But past that, the delays break free from there, and you're back to a slow ride on 285 southbound, starting at I-75 all the way down through I-20. Report brought to you by Cummins-Recall.com. Recall 67A mobile appointments are now available in your area. They come to you quick and under an hour. Complete the recall to get $500 plus a warranty worth thousands. Schedule at Cummins-Recall.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's Morning News.
Serious trouble brewing in Iran.
The latest news, weather, and traffic.
New crash in Kennesaw. Triple Team Traffic checks I-75 for you.
Don't leave for work without checking in with Atlanta's Morning News.
Dense fog advisory in effect as you wake up.
Tomorrow starting at 5.
95.5 WSB.
How Atlanta starts its day.
Attention homeowners, your house is leaking money right now. It's not your roof, it's your windows. Old, inefficient windows can cost you thousands and thousands every single year in wasted energy. Hey, it's Ray, founder of Window Comfort, where better windows mean better views and better pricing. And this spring, we're making it easier than ever to fix. Right now, we're doing for a limited time, buy 2 windows, get 2 windows free installation, and no payments until 2028. No pressure, no games, just factory direct windows at real numbers. Built to perform and designed to last. So instead of losing money every single month, you'll upgrade once and you'll start saving forever. So go to windowcomfort.com and schedule your no pressure estimate today.
Better prices, better views. Window Comfort, meant just for you. Window Comfort.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
Dale, over the years, we've both reported about people getting taken advantage of. So I'm keenly aware what it takes to deliver not just great performance, but great customer service. People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to Amco.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned Amco near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA.
MCO.
5-star reviews tell the Painting Plus story, but seeing is believing.
Hi, I'm Charlie, owner of Painting Plus. Our work is so exceptional that I'm proud to show you.
Just click on recent projects in your area and see the amazing work we've crafted for your neighbors.
Painting Plus. Anything and everything exteriors at the highest quality. Siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and more.
Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate has always made selling your home easy, and we've updated our program to keep the most money in your pocket. First, we give you a guaranteed cash offer on your home, and you receive the cash up front immediately. We then set your list price, we put it on the market, and if we sell it for more than we gave you up front, we'll give you the difference back in cash. It's absolutely no risk to you, only upside. Why would you do business with anybody else? It's the absolute best way to sell your home in today's market.
Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? A team who watches out for you. Clark Howard saves you money. Justin Gray watches your back with warnings about ripoffs and scams. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's Karen Greer. When stories break, they unfold in real time. We have multiple reporters live in your neighborhood, so when it matters most, you know how it affects your family. Channel 2 Action News, every day at 4, 5, and 6.
Spring has sprung, and that means time to get on top of those home improvement to-do lists. Hey, it's Mark Aram here. If your roof is on your home improvement list, you can't go wrong with my pals at Dr. Roof. After 38 years of service, they are the trusted name in Atlanta for a roof that will last a lifetime. Up to a 40-year labor warranty. Consumer Choice Award winner 20 years in a row. Yes, amazing service. Online at drroof.com.
All right, here's an encouraging story I saw earlier. It's from the Times of London, so, it's serious stuff. King Charles.
Oh, it's one of my favorite, not newspaper.
It's one of the few that your son has not sued.
Well, he's a dirty little...
By the way, I heard he wants to meet with the son. It's Camilla who's throwing a fit because of, I didn't read the book Spare by Harry, but apparently he went after her. He was pretty rough on her. And so, according to the royal watchers, the insiders, they say that it was his idea was that while he was in America, he would meet his son because they got 2 grandchildren. He's only met one of them once. And she's totally against it. She won't have it.
You have to do what she says.
That's what they're saying. They're saying that she's wearing the pants. Well, I don't know. He wears a kilt. She wears the kilt in that family. That's what they're saying.
Well, do you remember that telephone call that was leaked between them?
The one from the 90s when he was cheating on Diana with her?
Yeah, when he was talking real they were like sexy talking to each other.
Yeah, it was the whole tampon conversation that went on there. All right, I got some, this is some
nasty,
wonderful news. It's just one of those, that tampon is like, how is that erotic? I just anyway.
No. Especially coming from royalty.
Hey, you can go back to 90s radio that I did on many good jokes on that. So, from the Times of London, 2/3 of babies, infants, babies, watch screens, some for 8 hours a day. A report finds a third of newborns, now that's obviously probably done in Britain, but I have no reason to believe the same thing isn't going on here. A report finds a third of newborns uses devices for more than 3 hours, despite government advice that under 2s have no screen time at all. And it reminded me, we're failing. We are failing as a society because we're failing as parents. We're failing as educators. We're failing at so many things. We have all the evidence in the world that these screens are ruining your children's lives, but they'll be really upset if they can't be on them. And, well, I want to go play tennis. All right, here's a screen. And it reminded me of Roger Waters had an album years ago, and it was based on a book that I've never read. I think came out in the 70s. But I got a little clip here, and this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing to the younger generation. So the setup here, I think this is the end of the album. You know how Roger Waters and Pink Floyd always has themes and concept albums. So the setup to this little passage here at the end is that there's an anthropologist on another planet way in the future, and they're studying why the human race went extinct. like a million years ago at this point or whatever. And they can't come up with anything. Nothing happened. There was no natural disaster. There was no virus that took everybody out. And then they come to this conclusion.
No tears to cry. No feelings left. This species has amused itself to death.
The species has amused themselves to death. And that is, and I know that concept album was based on a famous book, which I never read. But that is what we're doing. What is doom scrolling? What is doom scrolling? Is that not doom scrolling? You don't have to be entertained every second of every minute of every hour of every day. If you are seeking that and finding that, you are going to be miserable in your life.
Amused itself to death.
Alex Williams is amused, but he's not like you and me. He's amused. He's entertained by traffic. And aren't we lucky? Unfortunately, there's a crash right now on I-75 in Cobb.
Always got my head in the game, Eric. Yeah, we found this one. It's in the left lane, leaving 285, 75 north, Delk Road, exit 261. That's slowing you from 285, where there's a crash on the 285 north, the express lane ramp that takes you to 75 north, so look out for that. And still watching a slow ride, 400 north in Sandy Springs, toughest part of it from 285 up to Northridge Road, exit 6. What's it looking like on 85 toward Gwinnett County, Isabella Rodriguez?
Well, that ride heading into Norcross is looking quite heavy, with delays extending into Indian Trail Road. Those delays break free past Indian Trail Road, but they pick back up at Old Peachtree Road in Duluth as you make your way into Suwanee. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Hey friends, it's Mark Aram, and this is for all my listeners who are struggling with hair loss. I'm sure you've tried the lotions, pills, creams, and potions. With so many options and doctors out there, who are you going to trust? What's really going to grow your hair back? The Advanced FUE from Advanced Hair is an incredible breakthrough. Receding hairline, thinning hair, bald spots, Advanced Hair offers a simple, quick, one-day treatment that begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. And get this, Advanced Hair even guarantees your new hair will grow. Works for men and women across all ages, and there is no one in hair restoration I recommend more. For your free consultation, call 470-660-HAIR. If you move forward, you'll also receive $500 off. 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with the team that has redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that guarantee. Check out incredible before and after pictures at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
Coming up from the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra, Delta Classical Concerts featuring music director laureate Robert Spano, conducting music by Bernstein, Rachmaninoff, and more. Spano welcomes world-renowned mezzo-soprano Kelly O'Connor for Bernstein's tumultuous Jeremiah Symphony, and Sir Stephen Hoff, one of the greatest pianists of our time, for Rachmaninoff's dazzling Third Piano Concerto, April 31st and May 2nd at Symphony Hall. Tickets at aso.org.
Hi, I'm Megan with Southern Exteriors. We've been serving the neighborhoods we grew up in since 1999. That's more than 25 years of showing up, keeping our word, and protecting your home. Southern Exteriors' reputation is built on the thousands of Georgia homes we've worked on that still look brand new decades after we finish the job. Choose Southern Exteriors, the team that's here to stay, and take 10% off your next siding, roofing, or window project. Call 877-9-SOUTHERN or visit southernexteriors.co. That's southernexteriors.co.
Well, they said it was fixed, but was it? When TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling say it's fixed, it's really fixed. That's part of how they love your home. Hey, it's Chris Chandler, and these are the folks I trust in my home because of their attention to detail, expertise, and a job done right the first time. And to back it up, TE Certified offers a lifetime workmanship warranty.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by QC Kinetics. Our top story in a ruling that could have a major impact on midterm elections. The Supreme Court strikes down Louisiana's second majority black congressional district. Georgia U.S. Senator Raphael Warnock is blasting the ruling.
It is a devastating day in the quest for racial justice, which is so important to the overall health of our democracy.
The court's conservative majority finds a black majority congressional district in Louisiana relied too heavily on race. Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry says this is exactly what he was hoping the court would do.
Louisiana has been engaged in a judicial and litigation circus since the 90s regarding how and who should draw our congressional maps.
A spokesman for Governor Kemp says his office is actively analyzing this ruling and its potential impacts on Georgia, but has no further comment. It is 83 degrees in Atlanta. What's the timing for the next round of rain? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. A former Atlanta Hawks executive is sentenced to more than 3 years in federal prison for embezzling from the team. Federal prosecutors say Lester Jones stole about $3.7 million through phony expense reimbursement requests and misuse of corporate credit cards. Jones was an accounting executive with the Hawks. In addition to prison time, Jones is ordered to pay restitution of nearly $3.9 million. He pleaded guilty to wire fraud last December. A former inmate at the Fulton County Jail calls for change at the troubled facility after he needed multiple amputations because he says he didn't get proper medical care at the facility.
It's about everybody else now. Because, like he said, this is foreseeable. It's going to keep happening. People are going to keep dying in Fulton County unless they change it up.
National Civil Rights Attorney Ben Crump says he and his client, Rashad Muhammad, are considering all legal options. In a statement, the sheriff's office says they cannot comment on Muhammad's treatment or condition. The Red Cross now has more than 55 volunteers in South Georgia to help wildfire victims.
Katie's work with the American Red Cross of Georgia is now in Brantley County. She says the devastation there is heartbreaking.
We drove through some of the areas where you saw burned out trees, some homes that were completely burned. And when you haven't been through a wildfire like this before, it's so devastating for the families that have been impacted.
She says Red Cross volunteers will be there for a while to help those in need with shelter, food, and the task of rebuilding. Thousands of acres have burned and homes have been destroyed in these wildfires. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
The Federal Reserve is leaving interest rates unchanged. It is the third time in a row the Fed has kept rates steady. And in a break from tradition, correspondent Stephen Portnoy reports Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell says he will stick around even after his term ends.
His term as chair runs out next month, but Jerome Powell says he'll remain with the Fed as a member of the board. Powell says he's concerned about the Trump administration's legal attacks on the nation's central bank.
I worry that these attacks are battering the institution and putting at risk the thing that really matters to the public, which is the ability to conduct monetary policy without taking into consideration political factors.
Powell's term as a Fed governor doesn't run out until the end of January 2028. The Supreme Court is still weighing whether the president can fire Powell's Fed colleague, Lisa Cook.
A missing trucker is found dead in coastal Georgia more than a week after he disappeared. The FBI confirms a body found in Port Wentworth near Savannah is Alejandro Gonzalez. He was last seen April 17th at a rest stop in Brevard County, Florida, after picking up a shipment of cars at the Port of Brunswick for delivery to Miami. His truck was found with several cars missing from the hauler. The FBI is investigating his death. If you have trouble sleeping, you are not alone. Sleep issues are common. According to the National Center for Health Statistics, about 3 in 10 adults say they get less than 7 hours sleep per night. Women have the most sleep problems. Many report that the trouble they have falling asleep and staying asleep, they also are more likely to wake up feeling tired. It is now 4:34. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. And Triple Team Traffic starts now with Alex Williams.
Too much trouble trying to get into Marietta right now, Bill. Got a crash 75 northbound Delk Road, exit 261. That's in the left lane. You're slow from 285. Then in the express lanes in the same area, Hero with a stall in the left lane of the 75 north express lanes. And also in the express lanes, there's a crash, the 285 north inner loop ramps that take you onto I-75 northbound. Part of that ramp is blocked with a crash. Hero on scene with that. And that's got you jammed up almost back to Bolton Road, exit 13. But we do have some better news on 285, Isabella Rodriguez.
Progress for drivers in Sandy Spring. That trouble that was in the left lane on 285 westbound at Roswell Road has just cleared, and it looks like that has just cleared, though the ride is still a bit slow out from Sandy Springs past Georgia 400. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustSale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy skies for this evening. A few pop-up showers and thunderstorms possible with heavy rain. The main impacts. Lows tonight in the upper 50s. Another round of widespread rain showers and thunderstorms for early tomorrow morning. Drying out tomorrow afternoon. Highs in the low 70s.
83 in Roswell, 84 in Covington, 80 in Lithia Springs. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Calling all HVAC contractors. Ferguson is your one-stop shop for Ruud equipment, parts, and supplies to keep every job moving. Now stocking Ruud, Ferguson gives you reliable inventory, expert product knowledge, and fast turnaround when time matters most. Don't let shortages or delays slow down your business. We're fully stocked and ready when you are. Plus, our team is here to help you find the right solution for every install. Visit a Ferguson location near you. Ferguson HVAC, proud to partner with Ruud in Georgia.
Life is a circle. At Emory Healthcare, this circle contains the first breakthroughs that bend fear toward hope, echoes that become second chances, love regained, tomorrow reclaimed. Emory is driven by firsts because second chances matter to keep life's circle moving forward. Emory Healthcare, the front line of care, the forefront of discovery. Visit emoryhealthcare.org/discover.
Steel Horse Law, true motorcycle accident specialist. SteelHorseLaw.com.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Somebody get that lady a GPS. Siva Longoria has been searching for France. She still hasn't found it.
What's the metaphor? What is she trying to seek when she's in
She's
France?
searching for the soul. What makes these people tick?
Ratings for that show? Incredible.
Yeah. Nothing.
You just ride a tractor in the middle of Paris and throw tomatoes everywhere.
What I want to know is, George, you can look this one up. Which show is doing worse or which show is doing better? What's winning over there on CNN? Searching for France with Eva Longoria or Kara Swisher wants to live forever? Swisher
Sweets.
I would imagine it's very, very close at the low end.
They both air on the weekends, right?
Yes, it's weekend programming. Also, they have a and they're accepting money, I believe. This is my speculation. I don't know this for a fact. CNN lawyers stand down. Can CNN afford lawyers anymore? I don't know.
Probably not.
So you've got.
I think that they're accepting money for some of their. Like they're doing a documentary this weekend on Anna Wintour, and that's the person that Devil Wears Prada is based on. And that's opening. The sequel to that movie is opening this weekend, and CNN has a documentary.
Smart timing.
Is it smart timing? Or is there a little cash? I don't know. I'm asking. I'm not saying.
It's
I'm
speculation,
asking.
right?
I'm wondering. Is that allowed in America anymore?
Yeah. Are we not allowed to be curious?
Yes.
I'm just asking questions.
Yeah. George?
Kara Swisher Wants to Live Forever is winning.
Wow.
With approximately 506,000 viewers. The close competitor, Eva Longoria, Searching for France, has 496.
Oh, they're neck and neck at nothingness. There's 330 million people in this country.
CNN's a big channel, too.
And I don't know, when you get CNN numbers like that, are they talking about the whole world? Because people watch it in... Like, do they get credit because they're on in airports?
I was just going to ask that question.
They're not really on in airports anymore. They used to be. Yeah.
But even then...
now it's like Delta TV.
Yeah.
Delta TV.
You know what's driving me crazy is I can't even pump gas anymore without being hit with 2 commercials.
Like gas station TV?
You can turn it down.
Gas
now,
TV. You can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the newer ones where they have the newer
You can turn
tanks.
the volume down.
Yeah, there's I do it every time.
I know. I turn the volume down on anything.
When it's not commercials, I have to tell you, I'm a little bit impressed. Okay, so how long does it take to fill up my Kia Soul? Not
Probably
long.
4 minutes, 3.
Yeah. When they're not doing commercials, sometimes they can get like 3 ideas in there in that amount of time. Like this person won an Oscar. This person, I don't know, broke the Guinness Book of World Records for something nobody cares about. And then a third thing happened. And it's like, I am somewhat amazed that I just stood here for 4 minutes pumping gas and they did a beginning, middle, end on me. Like I got a whole story arc. I still would rather not have it. Hey, can I have a little peace and quiet while I'm breathing in these fumes?
You know, gas station TV's hiring right now.
I need it.
I'm going to get a job at KRGR, Kroger Radio.
There you go. There you go. You can play. You know, sometimes when you're in a supermarket. Sometimes when you're walking I find this like in CVS. I don't know where they get their music stuff from. Obviously, they buy it from some third party and just play the tapes or whatever. Tapes, what do you know what I mean? Stream it.
No, I've seen the guy put the tapes.
Oh, yeah, he puts the tapes in?
But sometimes CDs, I had to change.
When you're at like CVS and I think sometimes like supermarkets, you will hear like off the wall independent songs that I remember like I knew but my friends didn't know back in 1994. Like who's ever putting these playlists together, they're actually kind of music aficionados, I think. They're into it.
I had one like that when I was a manager at the Fuddruckers at Town Center, and the employees would complain because I put that one on purpose because I liked the songs on it.
Yeah.
And they didn't know any of them.
Yeah. Well, who was big at that time?
Well, this was 96, so I was playing late 80s, early 90s stuff.
Okay, so who was big in 96?
All that pseudo-alternative
I mean,
music.
it was a lot of music was big.
No, it was
butt rock.
Alanis Morissette was still pretty popular.
Oh, there you go.
Stuff like that.
And the theater.
I got one hand in my pocket.
Yes,
And
George.
Yeah,
that whole irony thing, which is so stupid.
I
hate to bring that back up again. There's
don't
nothing.
talk
I
about
know
that.
it's
Don't be a
old.
hack.
It's old man. I know it's hackney. There's not
be a
one
hack.
single example of irony. And you know what? You can go back to me on Los Angeles radio at the time saying exactly the same thing.
You are
I haven't
consistent.
changed, unlike Jimmy Kimmel. Yes?
I was wondering how gas station TV compared to CNN. So 500,000 about for both of those Longoria and Swisher shows.
Yeah.
Every day, gas station TV gets 3.8 million viewers.
That's where I'm putting my advertising.
I'm telling you. Good money.
The thing is, though, it's annoying advertising. People have been brought up to have commercials and TV and radio and stuff like that. But when you get to that annoying sort of thing, like, I didn't expect a commercial here. Like, you know, like I'm in a public bathroom.
Don't you want it icy when your pizza slice?
Hey, when you're done taking a dump, stop by the icy station.
It's so loud too. It is. Tim made I did not know you could turn it down.
Marina
so
Menounos is in a lot of them. You
Yes,
ever see her?
yes. Yeah.
I saw one. Have you? There's a
Forgot about her
public
laugh.
there's a public service announcement. Sometimes they put in there, and I was filling not this last time, but like a week ago. I was filling up. And it was stuck on a loop, and it just kept showing the same horrifying PSA.
For what?
I mean, I saw it like 7 times because it was only like 30 seconds long. It's the one where it's the don't text and drive.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very well done PSA. Like I was able to deconstruct this thing. I saw it so much. It's the girl is like 17 years old or something, and she's on the phone driving, and her mom says, "Hey, wait a minute, are you driving?" She's like, "It's just a minute." And just she's saying that she gets T-boned.
Oh my god!
And I mean, it's horrific looking. And I'm sitting there, I'm like trying to look away. It was stuck on a loop. I just kept seeing this girl. It's like,
trauma.
Every time. By the 4th time, I'm like, don't get off the phone.
Don't do it. You
I've
have so much to live for.
I've seen the future. It's not good.
Don't forget to fill up inside with a 20-ounce Coca-Cola on sale now.
Crash into savings.
And pump yourself up with a hot dog.
Speaking of T-bones, our partners.
Hey, we have new specialty steaks. Check them out. Inside.
What is it with all that gas station food and you eat it, man?
I don't eat it. You eat it. I don't eat it.
Because it's not food.
It destroys you, though.
It's not food.
It literally destroys
What do you mean? What's up with the gas station food destroying you? That is like that's like saying, "What's up with water getting all wet?"
It's like yesterday. Hold on, Joe. It's just like yesterday when we were talking about.
What's the problem with it?
getting involved in the social media stuff and like being somewhat surprised that people are so mean. I was thinking about that later.
Not surprised.
Well, no, you were reacting to it in a way.
You were surprised how mean people were.
Yeah. And as I was driving home, I thought of this analogy. That is like coming back from a scumbag convention and saying to your friends, you wouldn't believe some of the things that these people said to me. You were at a scumbag convention. What did you expect? Social media is a scumbag convention.
You're very jaded about social
I'm
media.
not jaded. I'm right.
Social media has some...
Name one problem that was solved by social media.
Finding out
there
what
have
people...
been. There are, of course, there are good things about social media.
Yes.
But when you bring up something that is political, you are going to get feedback, and some of it's going to be negative, and some of it's going to be terrible.
We've had social media now ubiquitous since about 2012, 2013. Can anybody name a problem that's been solved by social media?
I think in terms of finding things in your local community, looking for people, it's great for that.
You know what we used to do?
I use social media all the time.
We used to just in our local community, and we talk to people.
You know what we used to do?
Yeah, that's right. Back in our
Go
day.
to the library and open up that card gallery.
Back in our day, we actually talked to our neighbors. That's how we found
we
out.
Come on.
We open up different...
Do you talk to your neighbors? You live in an apartment complex.
I do.
All right. How many neighbors do you know to the point that's like, yeah, I'm going to invite them, they're going to invite me?
Oh. Well, none. But I can...
You've lived there for 2, 3, 4 years.
No, but people have moved out.
Okay.
But also, like, I know them. Like, I could knock on, I would say, like, maybe 6 people's doors.
Okay.
And ask for help or ask for, a cup of sugar.
I would say we're in the same boat.
That's a radio bit. Well, we need to do that. Go knock on doors.
Mic her up.
I would say we're in the same boat there, Autumn. Our community is very strong. We talk to each other. There's probably about at least 6 neighbors that I could easily go walk up to if I needed something in a pinch. They would definitely do it.
All right. First of all,
This doesn't count my mom or my ex-husband who live right next door.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. They don't count.
No, that's not counting them.
Oh, yes. No. Sometimes I think your ex-husband will not answer the door, but that's I can understand.
Shh, it's on.
Tell the kids, shut up.
Close the blinds. She's coming.
Mute the TV. Your mother's here again. What does she want this time?
But my whole thing is,
lady, there's a purpose to divorce. We're not supposed to see each other.
But I want to hang out. What are you doing?
The restraining order isn't in effect.
Smells good.
All right, we got a break.
You guys having dinner?
Looks good. Smells good. I see you found someone who could cook, huh? Well, good on you. Alex Williams says there's a crash in the express lanes near Truist Park.
Yeah, it's on the 285 North entrance to those express lanes where it takes you up to I-75 North, Eric. The cars are just squeaking by barely on the left shoulder here, and it's put a lot of extra pressure on 285 northbound back before South Cobb Drive. Now, once you get onto 75 northbound, they've been dealing with a left lane stall in the express lanes up at Delk Road. And then in the I-75 through lanes, there's been a crash in the left lane. Looks like that just cleared. So the through lanes are back open, but you're still seeing the brake lights from I-285 heading up to Marietta. Hopefully those will thin out. What's the reason for the slowdown on 75 south of the city, Isabella Rodriguez?
We are seeing some trouble for Stockbridge drivers. The ride on 75 southbound at 675 has the express lane blocked. That's causing some major slowdowns on 75 southbound as you're making your way out of Morrow. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
You know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our Triple Team Traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is at 5.
WSB's A Grand for Gas.
From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
When it's time to replace your windows, make sure you have options and get to choose the energy-efficient window that is right for your home, your style, and your budget. Dave Baker here for the only window company I recommend, Nelson Exteriors. With Nelson, you're in charge. Choose from many top-rated window manufacturers like Andersen and MI, all backed by Nelson's worry-free lifetime labor warranty. For your replacement windows, pick the company that's more picky than you. Google Nelson Exteriors.
It's official. President Trump has endorsed Burt Jones for governor.
Burt Jones has been an incredible leader. This man has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Burt Jones is a trusted Trump conservative who's leading the fight to end Georgia's state income tax.
He's going to make a great, great governor. You will be very happy, Georgia. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement.
Paid for by Burt Jones for Georgia.
Running a small business means juggling a lot. Your network has to handle it all. That's where a fiber-only provider falls short. You need a partner who gives you a greater advantage. Introducing the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A first-ever combination of the largest, fastest fiber-powered network, the most reliable Wi-Fi, gig speeds with equipment and security included, and a 5-year price lock. Plus, it's all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. The Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A new standard for small business with reliability, security, and savings in one. Switch today. Get started with a great offer as low as $60 a month. When you add it all up, no one does business like Comcast Business.
Offer ends 6/1/26. New customers only. Requires 300 megabits per second internet and security edge. 1-year agreement, eco-bill, and autopay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
Hurt in a crash? Now you're in pain, missing work, and your car's out of commission. Call the accident attorneys at Sweet James. They help you get medical care, handle your case, and fight for the money you may need to get your life back. Pay nothing until they win. Call for a free case review at 800-9-MILLION, 800-900-000, and sweetjames.com.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-MILLION. Just call Sweet James. Your accident attorneys.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate has always made selling your home easy, and we've updated our program to keep the most money in your pocket. First, we give you a guaranteed cash offer on your home, and you receive the cash up front immediately. We then set your list price, we put it on the market, and if we sell it for more than we gave you up front, we'll give you the difference back in cash. It's absolutely no risk to you, only upside. Why would you do business with anybody else? It's the absolute best way to sell your home in today's market.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Jared will not stop talking about how he's let down by gas station food. It's gas station food. What is it that you're expecting from gas station food?
This is a generational change. I feel like a lot of the big gas stations out there do a major job marketing their gas station food now. Like you think about your Buc-ee's, think about Quick Trip, all these big gas
station food. They can market it to heaven,
but they make it look like in all the gas station videos, they make it look so appetizing, so good. And then
they
when
do that in any, they're like, hey, this video or this food kind of sucks. But
come eat our crap.
I think. But when
I used to be in like I used to work at an advertising house, and we would shoot these things that like local 7-Elevens and stuff would. It'd be like interstitial stuff like candy bars. Like we'd go on set and you'd have to dress these candy bars. And that's exactly what it was. We were putting like lacquer and stuff on the Snickers and make it. So that's the whole idea. And the marketing is to make it look like. Have you noticed that a lot of places the burger looks better on the menu than it does on the plate?
Oh, of course. So that I apply that logic to. I just feel like as a kid growing up, gas stations didn't put that much focus on their food. Now there is a big focus on the marketing of their food. And when you get it, it's a Ponzi scheme because it makes you.
Well,
eat it.
By the way, it's not Ponzi. You're saying the wrong thing.
Then.
It's a scheme, yeah.
Well, it's because you eat it, it makes you have to go. You go to another gas station, you buy the food again.
And they're probably owned by the same damn family down the street.
Yes.
Or you could just eat it in the bathroom.
Yeah, save time.
Exactly. Just sit down, have your meal, get the
right.
whole thing over with,
Yeah,
hit the road.
direct deposit.
Or, you know what I ended up doing when I'm really in a hurry? I buy the food at the counter, I go in the bathroom, I just throw it into the toilet, flush it, and leave.
That's brilliant.
Get rid of the middleman.
Right.
That's smart. Really, really smart.
So, some of this is because, now, I mean, back when, you don't even remember a time where you pumped your own gas. I do. This started to change late 70s, early 80s, where I remember the first time I was like, what? Pump my own gas was probably like 77 or 78 or something. But I remember all the years, before that. And so I think because we're all pumping our own gas, used to be like you'd pull in and, hey, fill her up and, check the oil, kick the tires for me. You get out of the car, you walk around, maybe you go in. They didn't used to have stores in with gas stations all that much. So maybe sometimes a diner if it was like a tourist road or something like that. But now with everybody pumping their own gas, they have to advertise to you to come into the place because we spent a bunch of money on this basic this kind of 7-Eleven type setup we've got going on inside. So it's kind of a weird thing. If they would pump the gas and have the old-fashioned service, you'd get out of the car because it's going to take about 10 minutes, and you'd wander into their store.
That's a good point.
But
Yeah,
now
hey, Mac, do you need Dubai chocolate?
But now it's like the only way they're able to get the low prices now is to actually have a reason for you to go inside the store.
But honestly, again, you with the analogy about coming back from a scumbag convention and complaining that people said mean things there, you really have to get over the idea that no one should be let down by gas station food.
Yeah,
It's gas
exactly
station
what you
food.
expect.
It's exactly what it's supposed to be. I don't care how you market it. Alex Williams says there's a stall on 20 West in Lithia Springs.
Yeah, thanks to our traffic trooper, Steven, called this one in. I see it. Left lane knocked out. 20 westbound just before Thornton Road, exit 44. You're slow from Riverside Parkway. Heads up in the Temple area. Got a crash. Only a left shoulder open. Carroll County, 20 eastbound. Highway 113, exit 19. You can use Highway 78 as your alternate there. Checking the ride on I-20 in DeKalb County with the help of Isabella Rodriguez.
The ride on I-20 eastbound in DeKalb County, it's looking slow as you make your way out from 285, and those delays don't ease up until you get past Panola Road. Traffic report brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Even when it's not raining, there's signs your roof needs attention. Dave Baker for Findlay Roofing, the roof guys. Check for streaks and stains, loss of color, or granules in your downspouts or on the ground. Even if that wet spot on your ceiling is turned into a dry stain, it's still a problem. Need a new roof? Think of Findlay first. With exceptional service and pinpoint attention to detail, Findlay is the team I trust, and they offer 0% financing. Schedule your free roof analysis at findlayroofing.com.
Hi, I'm Lacey, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. And yes, I'm actually a jeweler. I bring dream engagement rings to life every day in our jeweler workshop. When I hand set your diamond into your ring, I think about creating a piece you'll wear for a lifetime. I pay attention to the smallest details and treat every ring with the same care and craftsmanship, no matter the size or price. Come see us in store. Shane Company engagement rings are crafted with care from our hands to yours, because a friend knows your love deserves the highest quality. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
A simple act of generosity changed everything. A journey from alone and abandoned to one of the most successful businessmen in Georgia history. Here's Rick Jackson.
I spent Christmas Eve alone in a children's home. When I woke up, a Good Samaritan had left me $100.
Rick Jackson knows what it's like to go without. That's why he'll fight career politicians who talk about cutting income taxes and property taxes, but never deliver.
Unlike career politicians, I know how some extra money can change everything. That's why I'll freeze your property taxes and slash the income tax in half.
Conservative businessman Rick Jackson will deliver the Georgia results that failed career politicians never will.
I'll get you a boatload of your money back, or I won't run again. It's as simple as that.
The conservative outsider who will deliver real tax relief. Rick Jackson for governor. Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Arum here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with the team that's redefined hair restoration, and don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Southern Exteriors. Our top local story: an international drugs and guns trafficking ring operating from right inside a Georgia prison. And now the ringleader is going to federal prison.
Although he had been deported once, 38-year-old Servando Corona Penalosa used associates to buy over 200 military-style firearms and directed the purchase of more than 1,000 kilograms of meth and fentanyl, all shipped to Mexican cartels, according to U.S. Attorney Theodore Hertzberg.
This is more of an international case, where you've got somebody from behind bars trafficking drugs into this country and trafficking weapons out of the country.
Penalosa was sentenced to 25 years in federal prison and will be deported after he serves. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
84 degrees in Atlanta when we are expecting another round of heavy rain. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. A major voting rights ruling from the Supreme Court today could impact midterm elections. It finds a black majority congressional district in Louisiana relied too heavily on race. Georgia U.S. Senator Raphael Warnock is blasting the ruling.
This is one huge step backwards for racial justice and for the health of our democracy.
President Trump praises the decision.
That's good. Yeah. That's the kind of ruling I like.
The ruling could allow Republican-led states to eliminate minority districts that tend to favor Democrats. A spokesman for Governor Kemp says his office is actively analyzing this ruling and its potential impacts on Georgia, but has no further comment. New calls for change at the troubled Fulton County Jail after a former inmate claims he had to have multiple amputations due to a lack of medical care.
Rashad Muhammad says just visiting the Fulton County Jail brings back awful memories.
I can't believe what happened to me here. It's really unbelievable, and I'm processing it all as I go.
He was joined by civil rights attorney Ben Crump for a meeting with Sheriff Pat Labatt. Crump believes the situation was easily avoidable.
It is the very textbook definition of deliberate indifference.
He says they are exploring all legal options. The Sheriff's Department says they can't comment on Muhammad's treatment or condition. At the Fulton County Jail, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
A former Atlanta Hawks executive is sentenced to more than 3 years in federal prison for embezzling millions of dollars from the team.
Lester Jones served as an accounting executive for the NBA team, becoming the sole administrator, supervisor, and contact for the Hawks' corporate credit card account. Through misusing those credit cards, he bought hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of trips to Thailand and the Bahamas, as well as clothes from Saks Fifth Avenue. Federal prosecutors say he created fake reimbursement requests, embezzling about $3.7 million. He's ordered to pay restitution of nearly $3.9 million. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
The owners of a local food truck are saying thank you after Gwinnett County Police fined their stolen truck. Lieutenant Chris Cheek says using flock cameras, they're able to find the vehicle within a couple of hours.
That was the first thing that the owner said to us is like, that's my entire business that we got back.
The street taco business owners came back to the West Precinct to give the officers a free lunch for their efforts. The FDA is calling infant formula in the U.S. a safe option for parents.
Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. announced Operation Stork Speed earlier this year.
Doing a comprehensive look at all the contaminants in baby formula. And we're going to release that report in April.
And it shows of the more than 300 infant formulas, 16 different brands that were tested by the FDA, a majority of the samples had undetectable or very low levels of contaminants. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Forsyth County is celebrating new renovations to their oldest park. County spokesman Russell Brown says residents at today's ribbon cutting are surprised by the renovations.
They were able to tell us that it seems like an entirely new park for them.
Brown says one of their top priorities is making Bennett Park more connected between parking and the sports fields for the growing number of families in the community. It's now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Better news in the express lanes in Cobb County, Bill. The crash in the I-75, 285 northbound inner loop entrance to the express lanes, that has since cleared. The delays behind it, not so much. Still seeing some delays back toward Bolton Road. And the stall that was in the left lane of the 75 north express lanes at Delk Road, that as well has cleared. If you're traveling 285 east or north, the inner loop southeast leg of the perimeter had some earlier trouble up at Glenwood Road. It's been off to the right shoulder, but the ride is still slow back behind it, getting through the work zone with brake lights starting back around Boulder Crest Road. Checking the ride through downtown Atlanta, it's Isabella Rodriguez.
The ride isn't looking so good for drivers heading into the downtown area, especially on 75 southbound at Northside Drive and on Georgia 400 southbound at Lennox Road. And at the drive into the city on 75-85 northbound, those slowdowns begin at Langford Parkway and they don't ease until you get into the Midtown area. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly cloudy skies for this evening. A few pop-up showers and thunderstorms possible. The main impacts from these storms would be torrential downpours, lows tonight in the upper 50s. Another round of heavy rain and thunderstorms for the early morning commute, then drying out tomorrow afternoon, mostly cloudy, highs in the low 70s. Friday, a mix of sun and clouds, staying cool, morning low near 50, afternoon high 68. Saturday, more rain on the way for the morning hours, then dry through the afternoon. Sunshine returns on Sunday, morning lows in the 40s, daytime highs in the mid-60s.
84 in Decatur, 83 in Emerson, 81 in East Point. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Before we get to this hour's keyword in WSB's A Grand for Gas giveaway, I think Jared Yamamoto wants to give you the name of the 2 o'clock winner.
That's right. Mr. Lake Sheets of Woodstock, Georgia won $1,000 in our A Grand for Gas giveaway here at WSB.
Oh, my goodness. And a great name for it.
Lake
Love that.
Sheets.
Lake Sheets.
With a Z.
He should be a NASCAR driver.
Should.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's got a Z at the end. That's awesome.
And you can be the next Lake Sheets by getting this one right. So this hour's keyword in the WSB A Grand for Gas giveaway. What are you laughing so much for? Just because I was a little, you didn't think I was smooth enough there? Is that it?
No,
You didn't like the transition?
I was thinking of River Come and Go. Sheets is a gas station.
I get it. I wish I'd never asked.
I know, I should have kept it to myself. It amused me.
You amused it. Oh, it did it? I think that you...
What a way to go. You're happy.
You're happy. This hour's keyword at WSB's A Grand for Gas giveaway is now. N-O-W. Now. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBRadio.com/gas for your chance to win $1,000. Again, that keyword is N-O-W. Now. And speaking of now, guess who's here now?
Who?
Dr. Joe. Hello, Dr. Joe.
Hello. Nice to see everyone in Nazi Autumn. I mean, I like to see
Nazi
Autumn. I'm not seeing it.
But that's just the way that it is.
Nazi Autumn. What?
Nazi
Didn't come out right. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm glad I'm not seeing Autumn.
It is autumn? Listen, Jared, make all it's like bring he's too low in the video. And I only think about this because I sometimes when I'm at home on YouTube, I watch other radio stations in other markets, like sports stations and stuff.
Yeah.
And they do the video thing so well. I get so embarrassed. Like they do it so well.
But does anybody watch our videos? I don't know.
Well, no, but maybe they would if we did it properly.
Decent video.
I mean, the answer is no. Nobody watches, but you still want to do a good job,
Yeah, of
right?
course, absolutely.
It's about going home and knowing you did a good job.
And you always do a
right?
good job.
Dr. Joe?
That's why you're number 2 in the country, man.
Number 2 in number 2 in the entire country.
Yes, that's
that damn Mitch album.
Oh man. I'm Italian. I could send some friends up there if you need to.
Nah, he seems like a good guy.
That's a great show too.
Tuesdays with Maury guy. He's written 1 million books.
Really?
I had to learn about him because he's ahead of me.
That's right. Yeah.
He's written 1 million books. When he writes, So I came across this thing, they interview authors about their process.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not an author and not interested in being an author, but, interesting people to listen to. How do they do what they do? And Mitch Albom was one of them. And this is how he writes. This would drive me crazy. It's like one page at a time, and he doesn't go to the next page until he gets the first page completely. So he'll spend an entire week on it.
Oh, editing it and everything.
He edits.
Okay.
He writes
Oh.
it, and then he edits the entire page and won't move on to the next page until that
Interesting.
page is ready to go to the
That's
publisher.
very zen.
Is it Zen? I think it's more. I think Zen would be more like just writing it as you feel it.
Yeah, let it
Oh, I
flow.
think Zen is. It's like it's all the process.
Oh, you mean like
whether
the-
you go through it quick and then go back for more, or you just do
yeah.
it as you go.
You're talking about like the garden thing with the rake, and you're very, it's the
Sure,
process
the garden
of
thing with
moving
the
this.
rake.
You know what I'm talking
the
about?
rake garden.
The Zen
Rake,
rake,
the garden rake
Zen,
thing.
the,
Where they
the
grow
garden
rakes.
rake Zen thing. You know what I'm talking
Get the rake seeds, put them in
Listen,
there.
Yeah.
it takes a while, but you save money.
Growing rakes.
Well, you break the one
After
of
a
the
while,
tines off, and
yeah.
it just grows.
Oh, is that how it works? Okay, just what's the name of the
All
site
right.
again?
Dr. Joe is here for Wellness Wednesday because it's Wednesday. And everybody wants to be well.
Exactly.
What are you, an idiot?
That's right.
You don't want to be well on Wednesday? I only want to be well on Wednesday.
That's
Since
all.
it's Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday, we
Today-
have wellness stories.
Today's your day.
Because you participate in the scam, right? This whole wellness thing.
Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah,
so-
I've been scamming people 41 years now, getting them healthy. I mean, they get healthy. They don't. I fooled them into getting healthy.
That's right. That's right. All right. What kind of wellness stories do we have, Jared Yamamoto, if that is your real name?
It is my real name. I should have taken your advice in the beginning and developed a radio name because now my real name's out there for everybody.
Yeah. And he's that guy who's in favor of letting everybody. He wants
That's
open
right,
borders.
that's
He
right.
wants open borders. This Jared Yamamoto.
Hey, let's deport him too.
Send him back. That's a funny name to me.
Yeah.
Biden voter.
That's right. His great grandfather came here. What the heck?
Don't they know that he is a dyed-in-the-wool, potato-headed conservative?
If
They don't even, if they only knew.
If they only knew, if they only listened enough, they would certainly come around to their senses.
But on social media, keyboard courage.
Oh,
they can-
everybody's an expert.
I know.
That's what I
Well,
learned.
it says this is look. He's for open borders. What do you expect?
Oh, yeah.
Your grandfather came through Mexico, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Well, Bolivia. Actually, it's true. His grandfather came from Bolivia.
Uh-huh. Oh, now you're giving ammunition there, Eric.
Oh,
People are
yeah.
like,
Hey,
I knew it.
I wanted to help him out.
knew it.
Maybe some people are like, I got no more bullets. I got nothing left in my stuff to give to this Jared Yamamoto.
The Yamamotos have been
verbal
great
bullets.
to this country. Great to the United
Yamamoto is
States.
Japanese for anchor baby.
And let's not talk about 1941.
How dare you?
What a great movie, though. Oh, never mind.
One of the funniest movies Steven
Yeah.
Spielberg's ever made.
I always hated history class when that moment would come up about Pearl
Oh,
Harbor. It was
bet.
always the worst. Like,
bet.
I would just sink in my chair. I'm like,
I just want to stand up and go, it's like Smith over there, all
All
right?
right. Yeah, it's like, please.
Not related to the general, right? Yeah.
When I was a little kid, people would be like, your granddad bombed Pearl Harbor? I'm like, no, not my
Yeah.
granddad.
That's
What are you
weird.
talking about?
That's like before patriotism when you're a kid. It's like, wow, cool. All right, what do we got? Wellness Wednesday.
From the Daily Mail, according to science, we have a new peak age for happiness, right, Dr. Joe?
We do.
61, about to turn 62.
That's
Is that
exactly
it?
Yeah, you seem real happy.
I'm a happy guy. I'm a happy camper.
Happy-go-lucky fella.
Had a
like
rough
people
day.
are too.
had a-
What is the song?
Well, I can't help it that the world keeps letting me down. That's not my fault. Dr. Joe, what is the age?
47. And you know why? Because they're still ignorant.
Is that it?
They haven't. Well, I'm taking literary license here, but
They're still convinced they're not going to die.
Exactly.
But they
They
got a
don't-
little money in their pocket.
Yeah, they don't realize that. There's an end to this game at some point, and so.
So they're not thinking about death so much, and they got some money in their pocket.
Right. It's like,
That
man,
makes
this is
sense.
great. I want to live forever, and then boop.
I think
48
I was
comes
pretty
along.
miserable at 47.
47. I was pretty
Why?
happy. I think. Yeah.
Huh?
Why would you be miserable?
why?
Yeah, why?
Was that 14 years ago?
That was at a time. I was 47 in like 2000 or 2010, 2011, 2012, somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
You were making
But
a
I never-
movie? Why would you be miserable?
Bringing it all back to me. I was.
You
making
didn't have Joe then.
I
that's
was
why.
making a movie.
Yes, see, I wasn't hitting your
and I
life
was
yet.
following a band across the, on tour, And I was waking up at 4:30 in the morning doing a morning show.
Yep.
So that could have added that added some baggage under the eyes that has never gone away. But I don't know. I remember like in my 47, 48, just being like, not happy. Now I'm happy. I mean, happier, relatively happy. Is anybody happy, Joe?
I'm happy.
Come on.
Not all the time, but
right. But
yeah.
I mean, like, is anybody just like looking at their life like, hey, did everything right?
Jared
No,
lives he lives in
it's
La
not
La
looking
Land
at
over
your
there.
life
He's
and-
got a great life, great
It's
wife.
not an extreme like that. It's not like,
Positive person.
Yeah.
Hey, will you let the lady speak?
I
And
did.
also,
Yeah.
Autumn, it's all this misogyny where men will just step all over a woman while she's trying to make a
Autumn,
point.
you get 2 minutes uninterrupted. Go.
No, I don't want that either. Too much pressure.
Oh, the gender that's never happy is going to tell us how to be happy.
All right. Yes, you were saying.
I don't even know. Something about, it's not like
It's not the journey, it's destination, it's the journey.
It's not just in order to be happy it means you've never made mistakes. It
Right.
means that you've grown and you're making progress and things are changing, and even though things may be bad sometimes, it's like overall, there are good.
I almost
think
wrote a
that's
book once, and I know you know this because I was around that time, and the title was supposed to be my idea was it was a realistic self-help book, and the title was How to Make Your Life Slightly Less Miserable, because I think that's about as good as you can. Look, there are moments of beauty, there are moments of grace, there are moments of joy, there are moments of pure fun, but let's face it, folks. Those are moments.
Have you ever been happier?
And I
than
love
you,
them.
Have
Yeah.
you ever been happier than you are right now?
I don't think so.
No, I agree with you. I'm the happiest I've ever been. Yeah.
I think I'm the happy. Now, that's all relative. That doesn't mean
Right.
I'm Mr. Happy Pants.
Right, happiest.
I mean,
right,
I was
yeah.
a complete jerk yesterday. Walked around this building like I was Mr. Diva Pants. You can ask Jared
Why?
about it.
Oh, I know those
Well,
poor.
that is explained in the podcast that is attached to this very episode.
I guess I'll never find out then.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I know. I deserve that. I deserve that because she did a podcast for about 15 years. I heard like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Alex Williams says 75 South is slow through Stockbridge.
Yeah, much more so than it usually is, and we can tell you why, Eric. We are watching on 75 South the Jam Cam. They do not have the entrance to the express lanes open where they usually are, just south of our right at I-675. So everybody that wants to use those express lanes right there, they can't. And that's got 75 South stacked up back into Morrow. If you're traveling on I-675 southbound, it's a little slow too getting through Ellenwood there, but no major concern. Stall about to move off to the right by the airport. Hero about to push it out at the second right lane. 285 westbound, the inner loop near Riverdale Road. In some earlier situations, we got better news with them on I-20, Isabella Rodriguez.
Progress for drivers heading towards Austell that crashed on I-20 westbound before Thornton Road has just cleared, and those delays are improving, but those delays are still there as you make your way out from 285. And more progress in Temple that crashed on I-20 eastbound at Highway 113 has also cleared, and the delays there are improving. This report is sponsored by CummonsRecall.com. Recall 67A mobile appointments are now available in your area. They come to you quick and under an hour. Complete the recall to get $500 plus a warranty worth thousands. Schedule at CummonsRecall.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustSale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Chris Chandler here from Atlanta's Morning News. Hoping with Pause Atlanta to find a home for our WSB Dog of the Month, Skizzy. 8-month-old Shepherd Mix. She is big already, very curious and outgoing. Go to WSBRadio.com. Have a look. Our sponsor, Findlay Roofing, will pay the adoption fees for Skizzy's new family. WSBRadio.com/dog.
When you decide to buy a natural diamond, remember Terra Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort is an authorized Hearts on Fire jeweler. Every Hearts on Fire diamond is a piece of art, carefully and thoughtfully selected and crafted, worthy of the kind of special occasions that come along a few times in a lifetime. My friends at Terra Fine Jewelry will show you how to accurately compare diamonds with their famous personal service, so you'll know you're making a good decision. You'll see why I've been a Terra Fine Jewelry customer for over 25 years. Terra Fine Jewelry in Beaufort.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed right here on 95.5 WSB. Chris, we're barreling through 2026, but it's still early, and that means it's still a great time to get organized in your financial life. And here's the good news for folks listening out there. Hoffman Financial Group is here to help with that, aren't we?
Yeah, so we make it simple, right? And it goes back to saving people time. Don't worry about you having to work with us. We work for you. So if you were to reach out to us, we would start with something as simple as the portfolio x-ray. Simple as far as your time that you need to provide us some data points on, but we'll take the hours and we'll apply our expertise to generate a pretty comprehensive look at your financial life. Specifically, your risk profile, the fees in your portfolio, the performance over last year, 3 years, 5 years, the last 10 years. Against benchmarks. We'll also stress test it. Can we go back in time and say what would have happened to your portfolio during the Great Recession or the dot-com bubble that burst or the COVID correction? It'll give you an indication of how much your money is at risk. All of those components mixed into one simple 10 to 14 page report. We'll give you a copy of it. We'll walk you through it. And as I say, I have yet to see one that didn't have 2 or 3 golden nuggets, as I call them, of opportunity for you to contemplate possibly enhancing your financial future moving forward.
Make 2026 the year you take control of your financial life with this complimentary offer from Hoffman Financial Group. There's no cost for the portfolio x-ray, and the report is yours to keep. Call 404-737-3858. That's 404-737-3858 and online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
When was the last time your termite service inspected inside? Better get Breda to inspect inside and out. Plus, your termite rate is locked in for 10 years.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Okay, let me give you a little insight into the mind of a garage door technician. Technicians like to fix stuff. It gives us that fluttery, giddy feeling no man would ever admit he totally loves to feel. And if you make us just replace something broken with a new one, we're crushed. Do you know what it's like to get all this training and years of experience just to have someone ask you to throw away a door that could totally be fixed and replace the whole thing with a new one? Ugh. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. A salesman has one job, sell you a new door. If their hands aren't dirty, they're salespeople, not technicians. Our job is to fix what we find. Open it up, figure it out, show you what's wrong, and give you all your options. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and let us show you what we can do.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Gotta look at this, Joe. I got a new tag.
Well,
I'll get you a good skin tag.
Good general practitioner.
Yeah. I got to get my skin checked.
You should. Absolutely, you should. Yes, I agree.
I know. I'm not even joking about that. I should do that.
Yes.
One more time. This hour's keyword in WSB's A Grand for Gas giveaway is NOW now. That's not one word. I just spelled it. NOW. The word is now. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/gas for your chance to win $1,000. And now Jared's going to say, pick up the phone if we call you.
It's an 833 number. If you see an 833 number that you don't recognize calling you right after 5:30, it could be us telling you won $1,000.
Who the hell
buy my info?
Who the hell has ever
Be nice
seen
to 'em.
an 833 number that they do recognize? Oh, it's Grandpa.
Yeah, it's Grandpa.
All right, Joe, we're going to keep you for a little bit longer
Okay.
into the 45, so you don't have to sell yourself here.
Okay,
Do you
good.
have more Wellness Wednesday stories?
I'm going to try to blend these coffee stories together because
Blend
Joe,
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause.
Thank you.
He's a youngster. He's an
Thank you.
up-and-comer. He's
Thank you.
going to make it to be a big one day.
I am doing my audio bow now.
Thank you.
From Medical News Today.
Hey, enough of the audio bowing. Keep it for after the show. I have to concentrate. All right, go ahead.
From Medical News Today. Dr. Joe, listen carefully. All coffee, including decaf, can improve
hold
your
on.
mood, brain health, and all the good stuff Study finds.
All right, you seem like you were yelling at him there.
Well, because he's Mr. Anti-Coffee.
Listen up, Joe.
That's right.
All right, Joe. How you like this one?
I've been put in my place. Yeah.
In your face.
After this, he's got a lecture about how great gas station food is.
That's right. Yeah, I'm going to tell you how to the best gas station food for good bacteria and digestion. Yes.
Sheets yogurt.
So when you say all, you mean caffeinated, decaffeinated,
Yes.
all that. So what's up here?
Well, coffee does have polyphenols and nutrients in it, and that's good for your body.
What's a polyphenol?
It's like an antioxidant. It's
More than one phenol.
Yeah,
That's right. Is that where they have an arrangement where they get it on together?
Yeah, exactly. They'll get the coffees, the
Ethically
decafs, and the regulars, and they get
poly.
together. Yeah, so
All right. So the poly whatever.
Polyamorous polyphenols.
They help you
yes.
with they help you oxidize
antioxidants, and they can actually.
We
feed.
don't want oxidizing.
No, we don't want oxidizing. The oxidized oils are very bad. They kill
cause
you.
cancer, right?
They do exactly
get
right.
free radicals and all that kind of stuff. All right.
Look at you getting all chemical on us here.
Well, I know
What
a
kind
thing
of
or
oils
two.
are radical? Or
Seed oil.
Yes.
What are you talking about? Huh?
What are the ones that'll kill you?
Well, any free radicals,
Free radicals,
can
yeah.
become.
That's right.
You don't want the free radicals.
Right. They damage the mitochondria, and the mitochondria can affect the DNA, and the DNA can alter, and then you get your cancer cells.
I take NAC. Does that help?
Yes, that's actually good. Yeah.
She's got the knack.
Yeah, she's
She's got the knack.
Yes. We'll play some knack music now.
I bought a jar of NAC and I let it expire because I was too afraid to take it.
I don't know what it is.
N-acetylcysteine. It's an antioxidant. Yeah.
And she takes it, and she's still alive.
It's a precursor to glutathione, and glutathione is the master antioxidant. So there
It's
you go.
working.
Yeah.
So it's
I
a
can
prequel.
feel it.
It's a prequel, exactly.
It's a
yes.
prequel.
Yep.
Now, what does he take? One pill a day or something? What do you? Is it
Yeah.
a supplement, basically?
Yeah, I take it, with my handful of pills with like fish oil and B12 and zinc.
We got to
and all
talk
that
about
jazz.
fish oil. I'm not a fan of fish oil. It usually has mercury in it.
All right,
And
that's
it
a tease.
oxidizes.
That's a tease
gotta
right
take
there.
krill.
If you were thinking about changing the station,
Oh.
you're going to miss the whole fish oil conversation that's coming up.
95.5, your fish oil station.
Alex Williams says it's a bumper-to-bumper ride downtown.
Yeah, it is a brake light battle indeed, Eric. On the 400 southbound, it gets a little slow around Lenox Road. Still going to take you about a half hour to get from there all the way down to I-20. 75 south brake lights find you at Moores Mill. If you're traveling 75-85 northbound, that ride's also on the brakes. Highway 166, Langford Parkway up past Peachtree, Pine Street. And in turn, that's got I-20 eastbound on the brakes through West Atlanta from Lowry Boulevard. A lot of that traffic just trying to get onto the downtown connector. Taking a look at the ride on I-75 through Cobb County, it's Isabella Rodriguez.
The ride on 75 southbound is not looking so good right now for drivers at North Marietta Parkway. That's stay with you all the way down to 285. But the ride on 75 northbound is working well out from 285. Those delays start in Kennesaw at Barrett Parkway. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta homeowners, your grades are in. Hi, I'm Deborah Morton of the Agency Atlanta, host of Inside Georgia Real Estate right here on 95.5 WSB. Each Saturday, my show covers Atlanta's residential housing market and all things real estate. I've been thrilled that so many WSB listeners have taken me up on my team's offer of a complimentary home report card. This is a customized analysis on your home, a secret weapon to get more when the time comes to sell. Know your home's strengths and weaknesses, learn how it stacks up against your competition, and the best time to sell. When it's time to move, you'll know how to net more money. Spring selling season has already started, so if you're thinking about putting your home on the market, let me send you the Agency Atlanta's free home report card. It's invaluable information, it's free, and there are no strings attached. Go to InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com today to connect with us at the Agency Atlanta. That's InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com.
Don't let a DUI conviction cost you your career. Get the DUI lawyer, GeorgeStein.com.
Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? Unmatched coverage of local breaking news. First on the scene, working sources, getting the facts, and showing you the impact. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's George Estevez. When stories break, they unfold in real time. We have multiple reporters live in your neighborhood, so when it matters most, you know how it affects your family. Channel 2 Action News every day at 4, 5, and 6.
Some moments do not need a crowd, just two people and a question that changes everything. At Solomon Brothers, we understand what that moment means because for over 44 years, we have helped Atlanta choose jewelry that marks life's most important chapters. No high-pressure sales, just the largest selection, honest pricing, and the private time you deserve to get it right. Solomon Brothers, helping Atlanta say I do since 1982. Book a private shopping appointment online.
Hey friends, imagine all that could happen in 5 years. Jobs may change, kids will grow, new memes will come out. But what if you had reliable, intelligent Wi-Fi and the price did not change for 5 years? Thanks to the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you don't have to worry about that part of your future. Hey, it's Mark Aram here. You are guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to your devices that need them the most, that finds and fixes any issues before you even notice them. It's like super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected from online threats. For the next 5 years, all your devices will be working in perfect harmony, and you get their best equipment with no annual contracts, no fees, and no strings. So even though the kids will grow up and you still won't understand 6-7, your internet's going to stay sharp, reliable, and most importantly, the price will stay put. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. All with the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. To get started, call, visit Xfinity.com, or drop into an Xfinity store today. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Select plans only.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top story, a massive ruling by the U.S. Supreme Court today could have major implications for midterm elections, and it could have ripple effects here in Georgia.
The court's decision to strike down Louisiana's second majority black district is a blow to voting rights, according to U.S. Senator Raphael Warnock.
This is one huge step backwards for racial justice and for the health of our democracy.
In response to the decision, several prominent Georgia Republicans are calling for lawmakers here to redraw congressional maps to favor GOP candidates. A spokesman for Governor Kemp says they are actively analyzing the decision and its potential impacts on Georgia. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
The Florida legislature is sending a new Republican favored House map to Governor Ron DeSantis now for his signature. It is 83 degrees in Atlanta. How many more waves of rain are coming? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. A man who had been deported before is sentenced to 25 years in federal prison for selling drugs and military-style weapons from his Georgia jail cell.
He wasn't deterred from coming to the United States to commit crime, and he wasn't deterred once he was behind bars from continuing to commit crime.
U.S. Attorney Theodore Hertzberg says Servando Corona Penaloza orchestrated the sale of more than 1,000 kilos of meth and fentanyl and the purchase of weapons which were used by Mexican cartels. 14 other members of his organization have been convicted and sentenced. 2 others are awaiting sentencing. A former executive with the Atlanta Hawks is going to federal prison for embezzling $3.7 million from the team. Lester Jones is sentenced to almost 3.5 years behind bars and must pay restitution. Federal prosecutors say Jones created fake expense reimbursement requests and misused corporate credit cards while he was an accounting executive with the Hawks. He pleaded guilty to wire fraud last December. National Civil Rights Attorney Ben Crump calls for changes at the troubled Fulton County Jail. Crump says his client, Rashad Muhammad, needed multiple amputations after he did not get proper medical care inside the facility.
This nightmare will be every day for the rest of his life.
Crump says they are considering all legal options, but he wants county leaders to address problems at the jail. In a statement, the sheriff's office says they cannot comment on Muhammad's treatment or condition. As residents in South Georgia struggle because of wildfires, the local Red Cross arrives on the scene today.
The raging wildfires have scorched thousands of acres and turned homes into ash.
My house is gone.
Katie's worked with the American Red Cross of Georgia, now in South Georgia, and she says for those who live there,
it's so devastating for the families that have been impacted.
Over 55 Red Cross volunteers are in South Georgia helping out. She says the initial concern, making sure that people have a safe place to stay, food, and help in rebuilding following these fires. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
A tragic ending in the search for a missing trucker. The FBI says a body found in coastal Georgia is confirmed to be Alejandro Gonzalez, who was last seen April 17th at a rest stop in Brevard County, Florida. Gonzalez disappeared after picking up a shipment of cars at the port of Brunswick for delivery to Miami. On April 17th, his truck was located in Port Wentworth, Georgia, with several cars missing from the hauler. The FBI is investigating his death. The Federal Reserve is leaving interest rates unchanged. Fed Chair Jerome Powell says the Iran war is raising concerns about inflation.
Inflation has moved up recently and is elevated relative to our 2% longer run goal.
Powell says he will continue to serve as Fed governor after his term expires next month, but says he will keep a low profile. Powell calls President Trump's criticism of him unprecedented, and he worries about the impact it's had on the Federal Reserve. It is 5:34, and it's time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, got a crash I'm watching right now in Cobb County. It was on the right shoulder. Cobb Fire Rescue pulled up on the scene. They're in the right lane, 285 southbound, just below Cobb Parkway, so that might put a little pressure on 75 south, a little more pressure, I should say, on 75 south trying to get onto 285. If you're on 285 westbound, I think we might have some new trouble. I'm going to look for it on the westbound outer loop near Riverside Drive. 400 northbound, still seeing those brake lights from 285 up to Northridge Road, and then a little bit slow as well between Alpharetta and Cumming. What are things looking like on I-85 toward Gwinnett County, Isabella Rodriguez?
You will certainly be tapping those brakes on 285 into I-85 in Norcross. Those delays extend all the way through Indian Trail Road. Those delays break free from there, but they pick back up in Duluth, making your way into Swanee from Old Peachtree Road. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly cloudy skies for this evening. A few pop-up showers and thunderstorms possible. The main impacts from these storms would be torrential downpours, lows tonight in the upper 50s. Another round of heavy rain and thunderstorms for the early morning commute, then drying out tomorrow afternoon, mostly cloudy, highs in the low 70s. Friday, a mix of sun and clouds, staying cool, morning low near 50, afternoon high 68. Saturday, more rain on the way for the morning hours, then dry through the afternoon. Sunshine returns on Sunday, morning lows in the 40s, daytime highs in the mid-60s.
And right now it's 81 in Cartersville, also 81 in Peachtree City, and 83 in Scottdale. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Summer is almost here, and let's be real. Your house looks like it's been hiding under a pile of pollen, doesn't it? Just like mine in that dirty driveway. Ooh, not fooling anybody either. That's why I called Wise Guys Pro Wash. They gave me a quote, showed up the next day, and bam, clean house, sparkling patio, and a deck I actually want to sit on. With more than 2,000 5-star Google reviews, Wise Guys is the only company I trust to get my home summer ready. Mention me, Chris Chandler, and get $70 off your next service. Book now at wiseguysprowash.com.
Calling all HVAC contractors. Ferguson is your one-stop shop for Ruud equipment, parts, and supplies to keep every job moving. Now stocking Ruud, Ferguson gives you reliable inventory, expert product knowledge, and fast turnaround when time matters most. Don't let shortages or delays slow down your business. We're fully stocked and ready when you are. Plus, our team is here to help you find the right solution for every install. Visit a Ferguson location near you. Ferguson HVAC, proud to partner with Ruud in Georgia.
Steel Horse Law has mastered the complex laws of bike wrecks. They win big for bikers.
Jaron Solomon here, and if you want to absolutely win Mother's Day, listen up. Now through May 10th, when you make a purchase at Solomon Brothers Jewelers, you can receive a free Big Green Egg grill with qualifying purchase. And this year, for all of you out there who have taken us up on this offer before, you also have the option of a brand new Traeger. You give mom something timeless, and you get the grill everybody wants. Visit Solomon Brothers Jewelers or book your appointment at solomonbrothers.com.
Some things get better with age, but not your home siding and windows. If your house is showing its age and needs a facelift, it's only going to get worse. New siding and windows are the perfect fix. Dave Baker here for my siding and window experts, Nelson Exteriors. With Nelson Exteriors, you choose the window that's right for your home and budget from many top-rated manufacturers like Anderson and MI. And Nelson is a licensed and insured James Hardy Elite Preferred Siding contractor. For unmatched quality and craftsmanship, Google Nelson Exteriors.
Everybody shut up. We're back on the air.
Oh,
Dr. Joe,
Yes.
tell people how they can get more Dr. Joe.
Sunday nights, I want everybody to tune in. Set your alarms, 8 to 10, Sunday night right here on WSB. I'd love to take your health questions. And if you have any health questions, anytime, day or night, you could send it to me through my website, drjoe.com, drjoe.com. You can book appointments, send me questions, anything. Website's a great website.
You want to be their doctor?
I want to be. You know that.
I know, yeah.
I want to be your doctor. So
I hear it in my sleep.
drjoe.com. Follow me on social media. We post twice a day. Wow. Twice a day you get posts from me. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. TikTok.
On the weekends too?
Every day.
Remember
7
I was
days a week.
talking about retiring at one point? I never really let people know. Dr. Joe was popping up in my dreams. I thought, oh, my God. This is just gone too far. Hey, I don't know what the next story is, but I wanted to throw this in because I saw this. Coca-Cola exec, I don't know which one, says Coke Zero is, this is his quote, far and away our best innovation over the last 25 years. And that's the quote. And it's also powering a sales turnaround. A lot of people are drinking Coke Zero.
I'm drinking Coke Zeros.
Okay, but they're not good for you.
No, it's aspartame, right?
Well, there's
No.
that.
No.
Yes, it is aspartame.
Okay.
Let me see.
And they don't taste like Coke.
Everything that I see is aspartame.
Yeah.
But tell me about this. So I think the thing that people really need to, first of all, if you drink anything occasionally, I think it's fine. But I think you see like a Coke Zero and things like that, and people think, oh, my goodness, I can drink this all the time.
Right.
But some of the problem with any kind of diety kind of thing, isn't it that it makes you want more sweet stuff?
Yes.
Like it may not have any calories.
Right.
But by putting it in your body, it makes your body want more sweet stuff.
Correct.
And then you end up eating
Yeah.
more sweet stuff and not losing weight.
People that use diet sodas, there's a lot of studies that show that you actually gain weight because you crave the carbohydrates then.
Right. So what
It's
happens?
not always sweet. It's more like salty. Like,
What's the difference? Is it just a Diet Coke and another name?
I don't
What's
know
the difference between Coke Zero and Diet Coke?
Diet Coke doesn't taste like Coke. It tastes like Diet Coke.
Okay.
Where Coke Zero tastes the most like Coke.
Yes. It's still not enough for me. There's been no other thing that in any kind of diet thing that there's always a hole in the
There's
middle
a
of
hook
the taste.
somewhere, yeah.
There's
Yeah.
some kind of hole in the taste. There's
Yeah,
something
it
that's
just
not
doesn't taste the
there.
same, yeah.
No,
Well,
but
you
it's
know-
better just to have water.
Best innovation, if you translate that, it means highest margin, I think. I think that's
Yes.
English to corporate speak, yeah. Mhm.
Well, yeah, no, but the margin, the reason I bring it up is because obviously a lot of people are drinking it because they're selling it.
Of course, yeah. But aspartic acid, phenylalanine, and methyl esters is what makes up aspartame.
What'd you call me?
Aspartic acid, phenylalanine, and methyl esters makes up aspartame.
Phenylalanine. That's killing people in
It is.
drugs, right?
Well,
Isn't
if
that
you
what they put in the drugs and then it kills people?
No, that's fentanyl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Isn't it a byproduct of formaldehyde?
Phenylalanine and methyl esters converts into methanol. Methanol converts into formaldehyde.
Okay. So there's meth in there, huh?
There's meth in there too, yeah.
All right, all you battery of Coca-Cola lawyers. That was just a joke. There ain't no meth in there. Come on.
First they start with cocaine, now they got meth in there.
Again, all you battery of overpaid lawyers for Coca-Cola. That was just a joke. That was just people just popping off a little joke. We know there's no meth and cocaine mixture in Coke Zero.
Donald Rumsfeld is the reason we got aspartame and everything.
Yes, that's
Donald
right.
Rumsfeld, the former Secretary of Defense.
Yes.
Back when we called it the Department of Defense.
Department of War.
Can you imagine how stupid we were back then?
Idiots.
And nevertheless, we have to acknowledge that it happened. We had secretaries of defense when we were a weak beta country. So people shouldn't drink them. I mean, unless it's
I'm
Autumn.
not a fan.
I don't want to argue with Autumn. I think it's fine.
They have colas that sweetened with stevia. You can do something like that if you have to have a
this
cola.
stevia stuff tastes like crap. Drink water.
Drink water. Well, that's the best thing, of course.
You want to have something else besides water sometimes.
All right.
You should be drinking water.
Milk.
But
No, that's I don't know. I'm drinking more whole milk. Is
Yeah.
that bad for me at my age?
Yeah.
Probably is.
I wouldn't be a fan. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad for the heart.
Tim's leading us here. Our next wellness story is the push for raw milk has intensified across the U.S., but there's a lot of illnesses and outbreaks in it. Scientists are telling people don't drink the raw milk.
Don't drink raw milk.
Why not? There is a my understanding about raw milk, because that means it's not pasteurized, right?
Correct.
All right.
Yeah.
So my understanding is there is a proper way to drink raw milk.
Correct, yes.
But it's a process, and people don't go through the process. They just get the raw milk and they drink it like it's pasteurized.
Right. You got to clean the udders. You got to keep the cows clean. Well,
no, I mean the customer.
Customer.
Once you buy it.
Oh, once you buy it,
there is
yes.
a process. You can't just drink it like it's regular. I think there's a process involved, and you got to be careful. I'm in favor of pasteurization. I always have been.
Well,
you
here's
know
a,
me.
here's a stat.
I'm on the record.
Pest you.
Oh, yeah,
Big
I'm
man.
on the record.
1998 to 2018, 2,600 people got sick from raw milk. So, okay, there's the stat. Okay. 2.3 million people a year get sick from eating salad.
Because of E. coli, probably?
Yeah, things like that. And E. coli comes because the water comes from the farms where the cow manure is. It washes down, and they spray it on the
and
crops.
there's no
eat it.
fix for that, right?
There's no, well, you got
or nobody's willing to
wash
spend the
your
money.
lettuce.
Right, you got
That's
to
the way
stop
is how to get
flushing
past
the
it.
manure into the water.
You got to wash your lettuce.
Absolutely.
And if
God forbid.
people aren't washing their lettuce, they probably don't have the wherewithal to be drinking raw milk.
That's exactly. There you go. Yeah.
Like you got to be a person who knows that's kind of like nature life, right? And you got to be 100% in it and understand it, rather than just like, hey, there's a TikTok influencer told me that I should be drinking raw milk.
Drink raw milk.
That's the true breakfast of champions. Little lettuce and raw milk.
There you go. Right, E. coli and all sorts of things getting in there. Salmonella.
You ever have the raw dog milk?
Right.
That's a different set.
I have.
I prefer pasteurized dog milk.
It's the best. It's the best.
Tough to milk
We have
those
time
other
for one
critters.
more very quick.
We sure do. From
Dr. Joseph.
From Bloomberg, sleepless Americans are relying on medicine and pot to doze off.
Woo!
Yeah.
You know what? It's been
A little melatonin.
little melatonin. Does that count? That's medicine, right?
Uh-huh.
I've already accepted I'll have Alzheimer's, so I don't care.
It's a
You don't care
hormone.
anymore. Okay, it's done. Yeah.
Apparently, it's good.
Well, actually, if you fix your gut, the sleep comes back because the gut is where the proteins are broken down to tryptophan. Tryptophan becomes serotonin. Serotonin becomes melatonin. So if you can break your proteins down properly by fixing your gut, you have the raw
You
materials.
do that with a hammer or something? How
hammer.
do
Yeah, you got to hammer. You got to hit the stomach really hard.
So,
the stomach.
by the way, hey, that was a joke, kids. Don't do that.
Don't try this at home.
He's not Mr. Looks Max.
Break
Clav.
There he is, Clav.
You
He's
know,
here.
I want people to know, as far as the Von Hesse doctrine is concerned, hammers should never be applied to bodies.
Exactly. Well, I've had a girlfriend once, and she just falls asleep whenever I ask her for a little romance. It's like, oh, I'm so tired. And so that puts her to sleep right away.
Okay, I see how that's working.
See
so
that
you're saying
working?
is people do not have to rely on these supplements.
That's right.
my chiropractor, I tell you, no respect. All right, Dr. Joe, that was awesome.
Thank you, as always.
Have a great week.
Look forward to seeing you next week.
Alex Williams, well, at least one of us is. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 285 in Sandy Springs.
And thanks to WSB's own Mark Aram, I am corrected. It's a stall here we got in the left lane there. 285 westbound, the outer loop Riverside Drive, exit 24, and it has made a slow ride much worse with heavy delays starting all the way back at Chamblee-Dunwoody Road. And once you get past that stall, it breaks free a tad bit before you get to I-75 just for the brake lights to find you down to a crash on 285 South just below Cobb Parkway that is now on the right shoulder. Checking 285 into Cobb County. How's it looking, Isabella Rodriguez?
Drivers on the north side perimeter, you'll want to expect a slow ride on 285 eastbound. That's starting at Georgia 400, and those delays stay with you as you approach I-85. Then 285 southbound is also crawling from I-85 all the way down through Highway 78 in Clarkston. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustSale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Start your workday.
This isn't a black and white story, and there are a lot of unanswered questions. That's my initial take.
Mark Aram.
Leaned over because I can't see out of the icy window.
Getting you through your morning.
It might be, at the end of the day, a question of do the ends justify the means?
Mark Aram.
Tomorrow at 9 a.m.
95.5 WSB. Atlanta's News and Talk.
You got your termites billed and they raised your rate again. Switch to Breda Pest Management and your rate's locked in for 10 years. BredaPest.com.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a super fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. But wait, there's more. When you switch to Pure Talk, You'll be switching to an American wireless company that's committed to keeping 100% of its customer service in this country. I appreciate that. In fact, that's why I switched. I also appreciate the way they support our vets and our skilled workforce. Dial pound 250, say micro, and get unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. That's pound 250 micro. Stop paying twice what you need to pay for the service you want and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
I never thought my closet would be a room I'd find myself sitting in, but I'm basking in the glow of newly installed rods, shelves, and drawers that make up my Artisan Custom Closet. Schedule your free design consultation with a certified master artisan designer at artisancustomclosets.com.
It's a small change, but a meaningful one. North Georgia Replacement Windows is now NG Windows.
It's Jonathan and Ted. For over 2 decades, our website has been ngwindows.com. Now our name is the same.
Shorter name, same windows. Energy efficient, durable, 8 times stronger than vinyl.
Experience the Infinity by Marvin fiberglass difference in your home or our Alpharetta showroom.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
Dale, over the years, we've both reported about people getting taken advantage of. So I'm keenly aware what it takes to deliver not just great performance, but great customer service. People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to Amco.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned Amco near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA
MCO.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Congratulations to Syed Imran of Tucker. Actually, hey, won WSB's A Grand for Gas giveaway from this 5 o'clock hour.
Sure
so
did.
Congratulations.
He answered the phone.
He answered the phone properly. And the next chance to win is with
8 a.m. with Chris Chandler.
8 a.m. with Chris Chandler right there. It's like an echo chamber in here. You have any doubt when the next chance to win is?
When
she
is
knows. We just told you it's tomorrow. Chris Chandler at 8
a.m. 8 a.m. tomorrow with Chris
She
Chandler.
got it.
8 a.m.
I saw him today. It was nice to see him.
That'll get you 20 gallons.
That's nice.
Was he mean to you?
Oh, as usual.
He
Yeah,
yell at you?
Slap me in the face. Said, get the F away from me.
That's the Chris Chandler experience that
Yeah.
everybody's looking for.
And I went and sat with Tad, and he was nice to me.
I haven't seen Tad in a while.
Yeah. How are you guys?
Let's see, B98,
Something
whatever.
Something like that.
He wears that B suit.
Good guy. He's a good, well, he's got to be the mascot. Radio isn't what it used to be.
Yeah, I mean,
You got to be the morning show host and the mascot. It's just, you got to pull this thing together.
The fact that earlier in the show, you guys revealed that some radio stations around town had a monkey. I had no idea that they actually had
only
one.
one. Was
Star
it the?
94.
Was it the? Was it?
Star
Was it?
94.
They didn't own it. The
Stephen
guy
Vicky.
who drove the Porsche around. He was some sort of doctor,
Uh-huh.
and the monkey helped
It
promote
was
his
Dr.
business.
Monkey.
I don't remember.
He was a little spider monkey. He wasn't like a
Oh,
chimpanzee.
yeah.
or something.
Oh, those are fun. They run up your arm and stuff.
Oh, that was
They're
like
so
a
cute
Willy
with their
Bee.
little hands.
No, it wasn't.
gorilla.
No. That'd be a lot.
I did
Yeah,
their
it
TV
wasn't-
commercials, so I saw that monkey every time we did a shoot.
Well, there's a lot of TV commercials, and I think it was because it was your company that you were working for.
Yeah.
There was suddenly, for about 2 years, there were monkeys in every top, pop.
That was the company he worked for before he founded his own. It was called Film House out of Nashville.
Right, and they just
a
had
lot of
monkeys
morning
and
show-
everything.
They had chimps, baby chimps.
Okay.
No.
Like Glenn Beck's in one of them when he was a morning zoo
Right.
guy in
Yeah.
Florida. Hey, you could win $1,000.
Those are available on YouTube. You
I
can
know
see
they
those
are.
on YouTube. With Glenn
Glenn
Beck, he was just like a morning show shock jock type.
Yep.
I
Hot
just have-
AC, Florida's best music.
It makes me wonder, like, how little confidence do you have in your talent that you could send them out somewhere on a public appearance and people will be interested enough to show up? It's like, you gotta send a monkey with them. People love to see a monkey in
That's
a
for the kids.
used car lot.
The monkey's for the kids.
It's like, yeah, but the people like the morning show.
Well, the
Not
remotes at
enough.
car shops the remotes at car dealers aren't for the people. They're for the people that work at the car dealer.
You know, the worst remotes. The worst, like, not remotes really, but
Cell phone stores?
Cell phone
Oh,
stores.
Yeah.
boy. Nobody knows who you
and
are.
Then you had to do like a call in, during like whoever's running the board that
Just
day.
awful. And it's
We're
like
down here at T-Mobile and
nobody is going.
Tucker.
Nobody.
Nobody. Memorial Drive.
I mean, let's face it. Like a cell phone. A cell phone thing is like you're either in the market on that day for a cell phone or
Yeah.
you're not. You're not generally just like, let me start checking out cell phones. I'm going to buy one in the next 6 months or so.
Oh, that Tim Andrews down at T-Mobile.
And you would get there, and like there's always these small stores, and it's the manager is so excited because he just knows he's got extra staff.
Yeah.
There's going to be more foot traffic today because the morning show guys come in, and it's going to be a big deal. Then you just end up to sit there staring at this guy
God,
all
can't wait till
alone.
This is over.
And boy, you know how long an hour can feel like when you're in that situation, because you look up, you have this mindless conversation. You know the guy's let down, and then you're like, all right, I've been having this stupid mindless conversation. I got lost into surely 45 minutes of going. No, 10 minutes.
Yep.
I had to set up at like Quick Trips and stuff just by myself. It was just a promotions thing, and I'd have a wheel.
Yeah.
And I'd have a assortment of swag.
Yeah,
junk.
Yeah, and I just had to tell people. I had to learn the word "free" for in Spanish because I wanted to let people know it's free. It's free.
And so people would just, you just spin. Yeah, it's like I love the
Wanna
idea
spin
of
the wheel?
making
Yeah.
people feel like that they're earning something. Spin the wheel. Like you could just say, take anything you want off the table, but it's like, spin the wheel, and you get that thing. Okay,
Where's
okay.
Steve?
You
Here's
earned
some
it.
lipstick.
Hey, that being said, Eric, we're going to have you at the Buc-ee's in Calhoun this Saturday, right?
Well, at least that's fun.
I just
Yeah, a Buc-ee's is different than
I
just like an industrial
By the
parkway
way-
and a Quick Trip.
By the way, that's not an appearance. I just hang out. That's where I hang out.
They'll be at the Christian bookstore this weekend with Bambi the stripper. Come on
That's right.
out and
Meet me
Bambi.
behind the dumpsters.
Nobody thinks about what does this work. Yeah. At Buc-ee's, once the sun goes down, I do other appearances.
Meet me in the
out in the
handicap
woods.
stall.
Alex Williams says 75 is still jammed. It's not jammed. They're not jamming it into Stockbridge. What you're trying to say here is in Stockbridge, 75 is still jammed.
It's jammed getting into
There you
Stockbridge.
go.
Hey.
Yeah, at 75 southbound, it's all because the entrance to the express lanes are still shut down, Eric. 75 southbound, where everybody heading toward Henry County would hop in those express lanes at 675. You cannot do it. So 75 southbound is stacked in out of Morrow from right around Highway 54, but those delays improve once you get past Hudson Bridge Road. 285 east and northbound, that's slow into cab. Ramping onto 20 eastbound, looks like trouble on that collector distributor ramp before you get to Wesley Chapel Road. And still trouble on 285 on the north side, Isabella Rodriguez.
That's right, northwest side perimeter drivers. There's a stalled vehicle on 285 westbound that's at Riverside Drive. You'll want to expect some delays out from Georgia 400. Traffic report brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes. minutes from the TrustSale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Moments last forever. Since 1982, Solomon Brothers has been Atlanta's trusted destination for engagement rings, wedding bands, and fine jewelry. With the largest selection, a price match guarantee, and one of the strongest trade-up policies available, we make buying jewelry feel personal, not pressured. Solomon Brothers Jewelers, the preferred jeweler of the Atlanta Braves. Helping Atlanta say I do since 1982. Book your private shopping experience online.
It's official. President Trump has endorsed Burt Jones for governor.
Burt Jones has been an incredible leader. This man has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Burt Jones is a trusted Trump conservative who's leading the fight to end Georgia's state income tax.
He's going to make a great, great governor. You will be very happy, Georgia. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement.
Paid for by Burt Jones for Georgia.
Is your financial advisor managing your risk or just a spreadsheet? Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. Many financial advisors rely on target date funds, which are one-size-fits-all portfolios that don't know your name, your family, or your goals. And that passive management can leave you dangerously exposed. At Trajan, we look at the whole picture, not just the stocks everyone else buys, but the private market opportunities most advisors ignore. And as fiduciaries, we build a strategy around you, coordinating your investments, tax strategy, and estate into one cohesive plan. Your financial life deserves more than just a generic portfolio. Real planning isn't a stack of statements. It's the confidence of knowing where your income will come from for the next 30 years. Good enough isn't good enough for your family. It's time for a change. Schedule your complimentary consultation today. Call 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Private equity investments require accreditation. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
It's Scott Slade with John Loud, president of Loud Security Systems. And John, with cameras and video doorbells, some folks may not see the need for a security system. Why should they consider monitored security for their home or business?
Scott, you know what? It's all about peace of mind. Security provides that, and I highly encourage you to take action 30 days too soon instead of 1 day too late. Get your monitored detection for water flow damage, fire protection. You even get insurance rate reductions for having a monitored security system.
This is security monitoring you can trust.
Loud Security Systems. Call 678. Get loud.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, a man already deported once before gets a long prison sentence for dealing drugs and military-style weapons. He was leading the operation from inside his jail cell in Georgia.
38-year-old Servando Corona Penalosa has been sentenced to 25 years in federal prison for conducting a massive international drug and gun ring while still in a Georgia state prison. U.S. Attorney Theodore Hertzberg says he paid his associates to buy guns for him to sell.
These are not your everyday pistol or handgun or revolver. Some of these are highly powered and very expensive firearms that cost tens of thousands of dollars.
And they were transported to Mexico for use by cartels. Penalosa will be deported once he serves his sentence sometime in the 2050s. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
82 degrees in Atlanta. When does the next round of heavy rain arrive? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. A major Supreme Court ruling on voting rights could impact midterm elections.
This ruling harkens back to the darkest days of the Jim Crow era.
Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock is blasting the 6-3 ruling, striking down Louisiana's second majority black congressional district. Correspondent Linda Kenyon reports the White House is praising the decision.
In a case that has widespread implications for the balance of power in Congress, the court's conservative majority ruled Louisiana's effort to create a minority voting district is an unconstitutional gerrymander. A White House spokeswoman stated, quote, "This is a complete and total victory for American voters. The color of one's skin should not dictate which congressional district you belong in."
A spokesman for Governor Kemp says his office is actively analyzing this ruling and its potential impacts on Georgia, but has no further comment. National civil rights leaders demand accountability for conditions inside the troubled Fulton County Jail.
Stand
up for Rashad! Stand up for Rashad!
Rashad Muhammad says he had an emotional meeting with Sheriff Pat Labat. Muhammad claims he had to have multiple amputations because he wasn't given proper medical care in the facility.
I'm not okay. Every day is a battle. It's a struggle.
Civil rights attorney Ben Crump believes the whole case smacks of deliberate indifference.
You didn't have to have a medical degree. All you needed was an ounce of humanity.
He says they're considering all of their legal options. At the Fulton County Jail, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
The sheriff's office says they cannot comment on Muhammad's treatment or condition. After pleading guilty to wire fraud, a former Atlanta Hawks executive is sentenced to more than 3 years in federal prison for embezzling from the team.
He was one of the longest accounting executives at the Hawks. Federal prosecutors say Lester Jones stole about $3.7 million from the team through phony expense reimbursement requests and misusing corporate credit cards. The FBI found thousands of dollars spent on international trips, luxury clothes, and a diamond ring, costing nearly $116,000. Jones will have to pay restitution following his sentencing. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
Forsyth County is celebrating major improvements to their biggest park.
State-of-the-art equipment, playgrounds, fields added to it. We were really excited to be able to open this up to the community.
County spokesman Russell Brown says one of their top priorities is making Bennett Park more connected between parking and the sports fields for the growing number of families in the community. The FDA says the overwhelming majority of baby formula sold in the U.S. is safe.
The FDA tested more than 300 samples of baby formula focusing on chemical contaminants, and they found an overwhelming majority had undetectable or very low levels of contaminants. The testing was part of Operation Stork Speed that was announced earlier this year by HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
We launched Operation Stork Speed to fix our baby formula.
He says the current guidelines are outdated. He plans to host chief executives from leading infant formula companies next month for a roundtable discussion on modernizing those guidelines. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Uber takes the next steps to becoming a one-stop shop for travel after adding hotel bookings to the app. The company's CEO announces today Uber is now an app for everything. It is 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic starts with Alex Williams.
Cannot catch a break. North side perimeter, Bill. Stall still in the left lane in Sandy Springs. This is 285 westbound. The outer loop Riverside Drive exit 24. Delays behind it. Stretch back into Dunwoody. Once you get past that, you'll slow again, getting past I-75 due to a new crash just found in the left lane as well. This is 285 southbound. The outer loop at Cobb Parkway, exit 19. So heads up if you're trying to get over to Truist Park. It's going to take you a little while right now. And that 285 south trouble at Cobb Parkway is also causing 75 southbound delays coming out of Marietta. Keeping an eye on the ride through downtown, it is Isabella Rodriguez.
The ride is stacked up on 75-85 northbound, starting at around Langford Parkway, and those delays don't break free until you get into the Midtown area. And on the northbound side of the ride, we're also watching slowdowns on 75 southbound on Northside Drive and at Georgia 400 southbound at Lenox Road. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly cloudy skies for this evening. A few pop-up showers and thunderstorms possible. The main impacts from these storms would be torrential downpours. Lows tonight in the upper 50s. Another round of heavy rain and thunderstorms for the early morning commute, then drying out tomorrow afternoon. Mostly cloudy, highs in the low 70s. Friday, a mix of sun and clouds, staying cool. Morning low near 50, afternoon high 68. Saturday, more rain on the way for the morning hours, then dry through the afternoon. Sunshine returns on Sunday, morning lows in the 40s, daytime highs in the mid-60s.
81 in Smyrna, 80 in Loganville, 78 in Fayetteville. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
That is correct, Caiaccio. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now.
Right.
There you are, Greg Russ. With that big old bushy mustache of yours.
I like it.
Soup catcher. You ever find yourself like a couple hours after eating some soup and you look in the mirror and go, oh no, how many people have seen me with this chicken noodle soup on my face?
No, I have not found food in it, but when I shaved it off previously, that was the reason. Maybe it wasn't soup, but there was something with sauce on it, and it was just, I hated it. There was so much mess that I shaved it off the next day.
I've never had a bushy mustache like that. Like, it must get in the way when you're putting the food in, like eating fried chicken or something. It's got to be, it's involved.
You also have to trim it. Like, you can't let it grow so it curls under your lip.
Yeah.
I also brush it.
You brush it.
In it sometimes.
You brush
Got
it.
to.
Is that daily? Whoa, how many mustaches have you brushed?
I know
That's
people
my
with
way of
mustaches
asking.
and beards.
That was.
And I do myself have a mustache. I shave
Yes.
it.
And do you brush it daily?
No, I shave it.
You shave it,
That's
it'll grow
not.
back
I've
thicker.
talked about that, and she doesn't believe that. But that's, I think, 100% true, even though I don't have any evidence whatsoever. I'm sticking by my story. Okay. And you know what I use on that one is, like those Asian monks and stuff that never ever shave. And they're old, and their mustache and beards are just very willowy, and they're not
But
wispy.
Asians don't grow facial hair that well.
Is that true, Jared Yamamoto?
Yeah, look at him. He goes. Oh, Jared, you go billions of days, and you barely have.
You know what?
First of all, none of us has been alive for 1 billion days.
Yeah.
Hey.
You want to apologize to me
You
and
know
the
what I mean.
audience first.
Now, I will say this, Autumn. What is so strange now about my beard is that it grows in like a tiger stripe, like over my face.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't grow
I
that
do
well.
get a 5 o'clock shadow though, and I am getting like a couple of grays in it, which is so weird that
You know what it
it's
is?
not
I've
complete.
seen it. It's not a 5 o'clock shadow. That's a 5 o'clock notion.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
See what I'm saying?
There's something,
Guys, it is
something hair-like.
It is something coming in here.
got a
It's
5
something like
o'clock
what Greg or
notion.
Tim,
real men,
or you get. But you know what? It's coming in. It's coming in. I got something.
Well, you're making her point, which is she's saying it's wispy and willowy.
Yeah.
But I've seen plenty of Asian men who do shave, and in the modern world, and they have, you know what I can't stand, Greg, are those tech bro beard type things that everybody had, like Donald Trump Jr. has, and
What are they?
They're very tight.
Okay.
They're like, I call them 8 o'clock shadows. You know, they're like it's one of those things where in order to have a beard like that, you have to think about and once a week go in and have that taken. Like, you're not doing that yourself in the mirror.
What's wrong with that, though?
It's very manicured. I feel like the neckline is high. They shave the line under the beard very far up the neck.
The point of having a beard is to hide the neckline.
Yes.
Yeah.
At a certain age.
Yes.
At a certain weight.
When I was younger, the point of having a beard was to hide all the acne scars. And, then I got older and it became, I started losing Q-tips in them. And I thought, okay, there's no fighting this. Actually, they kind of smoothed out. That guy just had one of those beards I just saw on television. By the way, it says up there the Defense Department is saying that we've spent $25 billion on the Iran
Yay!
war. Almost no one believes that figure because an awful lot of people have looked at all the munitions we've used, all the stuff that we've done. I think that they are lowballing. I think that's a lowball number there.
I don't care
billion.
how much we spent. It could be triple that because we won.
Yeah, that is true. That is
Whatever
true.
it takes to win.
We won everything, right? Everything's won except
I think so.
Except the Strait of Hormuz is not open. But other than
Doesn't
that,
matter. We're choking them.
that's right. Well, we actually have stumbled on. It's still not good. I'd rather just take the L and get the hell out of there and get the world back to its normal place. But this strategy, the blockade, actually is something that he can do. That's why the war is like in this pause thing, because we have this new chicken game that's going on, which is which will collapse first with oil not coming out of the Strait of Hormuz, the country of Iran or the entire world? We're going to find out
that's what we
which
don't
one.
know yet.
Yeah, so that's why it's fun to watch, because there are high stakes and we don't know yet.
It's just a shame that the people of Iran are suffering because of this, because the inflation it was already crazy.
Yeah.
It was going crazy, and now it's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
But their government, I guess, in their minds, it's more important to look strong and to not give
Well,
in
it's
at
the
all.
same thing it's a different level because we're such a more powerful nation. But right now, both sides are acting like they're winning when neither side.
Yeah, who cares
is
about the
absolutely
citizens?
Winning is you're on a battleship and a representative for the other side that you're at war with is sitting down and you're signing papers of surrender. Documents of surrender. That's, my goodness, I must be old-fashioned. That's what I thought winning was in a war, is one side says, okay, you won. Where are the documents? Let's find a battleship somewhere or just someplace. Where did they sign the Civil War stuff? Was that Appomattox?
Appomattox Courthouse.
And then
there's always like a big thing. Both sides are sitting down. It's like, hey, we killed a lot of each other's citizens, but hey, pal, put it there. Huh? Let's put it behind
Sign
us.
on this paperwork. It was a train car or a rail car, right, for World War I and World War II?
World War II in
Japanese.
Japan was definitely that battleship that was
The Missouri.
The Missouri.
That's
Missouri.
right.
It bothers me when people don't say Missouri.
Missouri.
Correct, Missouri, and also Louisiana, not
Louis-
Louisiana. I don't care how good the song is, which needs that Louisiana, but it's Louisiana. It's Missouri.
Now
It's Nevada. And most people think, oh, I don't want to be an idiot. I'm not going to call it Nevada, but that's what it is. It's Nevada.
The real way is Nevada.
Are you making that up?
Yes.
I thought you were.
It is Nevada, but I always feel like a fool when I say it that way.
Yeah, it's like people
It's like
don't
saying Porsche.
People don't want to say cans in France. They want to go can. Like they want to go a different way with the A, and they want to act like the S isn't there. But it's actually pronounced. It's the Cannes Film Festival. To us, that seems like Cannes. That's not very French.
Arkansas is Kansas?
Yes, it is. But
Yeah.
it's not. No, it's not.
Well, shouldn't Kansas be Kansas?
Cancel.
Yeah. Who decided that S will just be a
Some
W?
guy in a room goes, "We're going to do this,"
We're gonna do
but
it
when
that
the
way.
arc in front of it, it's arc and saw.
Oh,
Not-
it's like hammer and sickle and hammer.
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Let's just spell it with like
I saw an
Kansas.
arc. Well, ground yourself, you fool. Hey, this is news that there's no real humor. It's kind of, boy. Again, I try to let you know why, even if you think your life isn't going great right now, right? And some people politically with the country, I just want to come in with these stories and profiles of people that are going to convince you that your life is better than theirs. And I feel like that's a public service these days. So this story is from People magazine, or People Online, I guess. I guess there's probably, well, what does that magazine weigh? A gram? No?
People.com.
5 pages.
Tourist dies after cobra slithers into his pants and bites him during hotel's snake show.
What a bad day to go to that hotel.
I do feel better. You're right. I'm happy to be me.
You're not that guy. So this guy's a German guy. He's with his family. He's a tourist. He goes to Egypt. Hey, the hotel has a snake charmer thing. They got a whole deal going on. The guy's walking through the crowd, putting snakes on people. He's got a whole act going on. In the midst of all of this, a poisonous a cobra creeps up his pant leg, bites him. They resuscitate him there, get him to the hospital. He dies. And this is why.
No anti-venom?
You'd think maybe in Egypt they'd have
In
it.
Egypt, they're just like not.
Or how about if you're going to
things
have a
at the par,
snake
you know what I'm
show? Here's an idea. I'm not an Egyptian politician. How about if you're going to have a snake show, you have to have some of the antidote available in case something goes wrong.
Or remove their sacks.
Look,
No, you can't be
that's-
like Jake the Snake. That's not real.
yeah, you don't want to
The
do
time
that.
he had a cobra bite the Macho Man at one
That's
point.
right.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
How would you feel if someone came along and removed yours?
Well, I'm
You
not an
wouldn't like
asp.
that.
I'm not an asp.
Oh, thank you for the biblical. Thank you for the Old Testament.
You're welcome.
Language, George. Have you ever even heard of that? Asp.
It's in the New York
That's a
Times
snake.
crossword at least 3 times a week.
Boy, those 3-letter words. They just kind of use the same thing all the time.
And ono.
Via.
Yeah.
Alex Williams says I-75 is still jammed in Stockbridge, not into Stockbridge, Jared Yamamoto. I'm sorry, Alex.
How dare
I'm
you.
lecturing Jared, and I should be turning the spotlight to you.
Hey, that's all right, Eric. I appreciate it. Yeah, still got those express lanes closed, 75 southbound in Stockbridge at I-675. We're going to jump up to the northern suburbs where 285 westbound still stacked up between Dunwoody and Sandy Springs. Stall just cleared out of the left lane on 285 westbound at Riverside Drive, exit 24. So those delays that stretch back to Chamblee-Dunwoody Road will hopefully start to improve. Once you get past that, heads up, though. Still got a crash working in the left lane, 285 southbound, the outer loop, Cobb Parkway. That's slowing 75 southbound as you make your way south coming out of Marietta, trying to get onto I-285. And we've been watching trouble over in DeKalb County as well, Isabella Rodriguez.
Trouble right now on I-20 on the connector distributor ramp. That's between 275 and Wesley Chapel Road, and that's causing some major delays on 285 eastbound from Boulder Crest Road and on I-20 back into Candler Road. This report is sponsored by your Atlanta Braves. Get ready for May in the A as the Cubs, Red Sox, and Nationals all come to Truist Park. Visit Braves.com/MayInTheA to see all the great deals. Atlanta Braves baseball, we are Braves country. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustSale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
You know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our Triple Team Traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is tomorrow morning at 8.
WSB's A Grand for Gas.
From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
You deserve a friendly home services technician that actually knows their stuff. Chris Chandler here. TE Certified Electrical, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling only sends polite technicians that pass the rigorous TE certification program. They're licensed, insured, friendly, and always fix it right. TE Certified knows great service starts with a job well done and ends with a smile.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Come on, Reliable Ruby. Just one more trip.
Is that our car? Or is someone making popcorn under the hood?
Yeah, Ruby isn't so reliable anymore.
Let's donate her to Tommy Nobis Center and help empower people with disabilities through job training and employment.
Reliable Ruby can make a difference.
Exactly. It's easy, tax deductible, and towing is free.
Turn your old vehicle into new opportunities. Call 866-NOBIS-AUTO or visit TommyNobisCenter.org.
Hear that, Ruby? You're retiring a hero.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. An elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Georgia Power is here to help businesses save with quick efficiency tips, like converting exit signs and other lights to LEDs and scheduling yearly building inspections now so you can find ways to save right away. We're here for you so you can be there for your community. Visit GeorgiaPower.com to get started.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James. Your accident attorneys.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, truck, or motorcycle crash, call the accident attorneys at Sweet James for a free case review. 800-9-million. It's Mark Aram. Let's be honest. After a serious crash, the system is stacked against you. Insurance companies have one goal: protect themselves, not you. That's where Sweet James comes in. When you put Sweet James on your side, you put power and respect on your side. Their attorneys have experience in over 500 trials with a 98% winning record. And when insurance companies mess with you, they deliver results that sends them a message. They step in, help you get treatment, and fight for what you deserve. You don't pay unless they win. Call 800-9-million. That's 800-900-0000, sweetjames.com.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James, your accident attorneys.
Staples has hundreds of ways to grow your business this spring, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more. Shop now through June 13th and save up to $150 on your custom prints. Staples. That was easy.
Might as well try to stop the waves. I didn't make it to today's big all-hands-on-deck meeting.
Yeah, what was wrong with you?
Well, were you there?
No.
Okay.
This is the first one I missed in a while.
I think I'm having a bad influence. You missed a corporate meeting?
Yeah, I just had a lot to do today.
It's so funny.
Crap was going slow.
You know,
Were there prizes they gave out? Were there awards?
Yeah,
they had giveaways. It was our horses, hats, and highlights day for the Kentucky Derby.
You know what's interesting?
Oh.
I went up there because I go up there to get a small cup of coffee for the show. And the coffee machine takes forever. So I always kind of walk around. There's the meeting, the big meeting gathering room is right there where the coffee machine is. So it takes like 5 minutes for this thing to work. So I walk around and I see, that meeting is broken up. And it's funny that in corporations, and I guess it's the best intentions, but in corporations, in order to get everybody on the same page or whatever, it just looks a lot like kindergarten or first grade. So I walked in there and I saw that they had a Kentucky Derby kind of theme because they had one of those things that I associate with, I don't know, because I've probably seen movies where it's always on a beach, but it's like the horses with the riders, but the faces are cut out, and then you put your face in it, and they take a picture of it.
Photos.
Takes a photo like, hey, I'm on a horse in the Kentucky. And the horses look kind of ridiculous, and, And I just thought, this is the kind of thing you do with like 7-year-olds. Hey, put your face in there. You're riding the horse. Or like when we act like we're 7, when we fall in love, and then suddenly, you're out on your first dates and you're doing stupid things together. Like okay, but I'm not even condemning it. I'm not even judging it. I just got to chuckle. That it's obviously the same way to keep the attention of first graders. It's exactly the same thing that you do at corporation level when you have maybe 100 people or 150 people that you got to keep on the same page.
Sounds like you had a little FOMO.
Huh?
Sounds like
yeah, I do. FOMO. Yeah, I really, really, really wanted to get my picture taken because I have a lot of dumb people that I know, and I could have convinced them that I was actually in the Kentucky Derby. Now, you guys may have smart people around you, but I make sure that I surround myself with very, very dumb people. I could have showed them that photo.
Like Trump.
Yeah, I could have just,
you surround yourself with people who don't.
Sycophants.
Did you come in first?
Second.
What was the name of your horse?
It was Dreams a Lot.
Wow, what a great horse.
Yeah,
you should have done that, and then we had to sell your phony story, and if we didn't, we weren't loyal, and you fired us.
I'd fire everybody. Anybody who says that Eric Von Hessler did not ride in the Kentucky Derby is...
But it's a lie, Eric.
No, it's not a lie. As you know, Eric Von Hessler has done more for horses, hats. What's the other thing?
It was horses, hats, and highlights.
And has more highlights than anyone else, and it's only the jealous fake news who will... well, you're not really answering the question. Did he run in the Kentucky Derby? The Kentucky Derby is a wonderful, patriotic event that we all love, and only a cynical press corps would ask questions about whether Eric Von Hessler ran in the Kentucky Derby or was a jockey.
Yeah.
I
and
could run.
He won.
Huh?
And we have to say you won it.
No, I came in second because I didn't want people to check it out.
You placed?
I placed.
By the way, have you
where
put
the sun don't shine?
Have you put your bet in for Saturday?
Yes, where the sun don't shine. I put my bet in.
Great horse.
Sun don't shine. 13-1. Alex Williams is still seeing brake lights through downtown. Are you hallucinating? You haven't been doing anything.
No, just still seeing them. They are out there, Eric, and they start on 85 southbound, right around Cheshire Bridge, Lenox Road, as you make your way past the merge with Georgia 400. Stays pretty heavy down past Atlantic Station toward Georgia Tech and getting a little better the closer you get to I-20. Northbound still packed in. Highway 166 Langford Parkway up to Peachtree Pine Street. And finally, some better news on 75 south of the city. Isabella Rodriguez.
Stop bridge drivers that express lane that was closed is now back open on 75 southbound at I-675. This is improving the delays out of Morrow. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Troubleshooting traffic 95.5 WSB.
You thought you'd get rid of me, but we were supposed to give away tickets, so we're going to do that now. Win 2 tickets to see Jimmy Buffett's Coral Reefer Band on Saturday, July 18th at Synovus Bank Amphitheater at Chastain Park. Be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com.
Strumming find my six string.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
Dale, over the years, we've both reported about people getting taken advantage of. So I'm keenly aware what it takes to deliver not just great performance, but great customer service. People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to Amco.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned Amco near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA
MCO.
Selling your home doesn't have to take over your life. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. With Orchard, it's all about convenience. You get cash up front from your current home so you can buy your next one first. No waiting, no juggling deadlines, no trying to line everything up just right. You move when it's convenient for you. Then Orchard handles the rest. Repairs, upgrades, staging, marketing, everything needed to get your old home sold for top dollar. No constant showings, no last-minute cleanups, no rearranging your schedule around buyers. And when your home sells, you get the proceeds. That's your second payout. It's one streamlined process designed to make your move easier from start to finish. You don't have to manage every step. You don't have to stress over the details. You just move forward. Start with a free home valuation today at orchard.com. That's orchard.com.
Spring cleaning starts with Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. Mention WSB Radio and get 3 rooms cleaned for $129. No one cleans like Zero Res. No soap, no residue, no harsh chemicals. Just carpets that stay cleaner longer. Also, don't forget that air ducts circulate the air you breathe, and dust can end up right back on your floors. April appointments are filling up very fast. Don't wait. Visit ZeroResAtlanta.com to book today. Zero Res. Spell it backwards or forwards. It's the right way to clean.
If you've seen me recently, I've probably stopped to show you pictures of my new closet designed by Artisan Custom Closets. It's Ashley Frasca. From the consultation to the final install, I am still in awe of my newly organized space. Let Artisan help you simplify your life. Schedule your free design consultation with a certified master artisan designer at artisancustomclosets.com. That's artisancustomclosets.com. Reward yourself with affordable luxury.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top story, a major voting rights ruling from the Supreme Court today could impact elections here in Georgia.
Some prominent Georgia Republican candidates are now calling for state lawmakers to redraw district lines in response to the Louisiana decision. Georgia Democrats, meanwhile, are blasting the court's ruling, striking down Louisiana's second majority black district. U.S. Senator Raphael Warnock believes it amounts to voter suppression.
The voices of the American people are being further squeezed out of their democracy.
The governor's office says it is actively analyzing the ruling and its potential impacts on Georgia. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
83 degrees in Atlanta. How much more rain is on the way? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. A man who had been deported before is sentenced to 25 years in federal prison for selling drugs and military-style weapons from his Georgia jail cell.
He wasn't deterred from coming to the United States to commit crime, and he wasn't deterred once he was behind bars from continuing to commit crime.
U.S. Attorney Theodore Hertzberg says Servando Corona Penaloza orchestrated the sale of more than 1,000 kilos of meth and fentanyl and the purchase of weapons used by Mexican cartels. 14 other members of his organization have been convicted and sentenced. 2 others are awaiting sentencing. A former Atlanta Hawks executive is sentenced to more than 3 years in federal prison for embezzling from the team. Federal prosecutors say Lester Jones stole about $3.7 million through phony expense reimbursement requests and misuse of corporate credit cards. Jones was an accounting executive with the Hawks. In addition to prison time, Jones is ordered to pay restitution of nearly $3.9 million. He pleaded guilty to wire fraud last December. The Red Cross now has more than 55 volunteers in South Georgia helping with wildfire victims.
Katie's work with the American Red Cross of Georgia is now in Brantley County. She says the devastation there is heartbreaking.
We drove through some of the areas where you saw burned out trees, some homes that were completely burned. And when you haven't been through a wildfire like this before, it's so devastating for the families that have been impacted.
She says Red Cross volunteers will be there for a while to help those in need with shelter, food, and the task of rebuilding. Thousands of acres have burned and homes have been destroyed in these wildfires. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
A former inmate at the Fulton County Jail calls for change at the troubled facility after he needed multiple amputations because he says he didn't get proper medical care at the jail.
It's about everybody else now. Because, like he said, this is foreseeable. It's going to keep happening. People are going to keep dying in Fulton County unless they change it up.
National Civil Rights Attorney Ben Crump says he and his client, Rashad Muhammad, are considering all legal options. In a statement, the sheriff's office says they cannot comment on Muhammad's treatment or condition. Georgia is ranked #1 for drug health issues and rehabilitation needs. Chip Lupo with Wallet Hub says there are many reasons why our state is ranked at the top.
Now, that could be either an affordability issue through insurance, or maybe you're in a part of Georgia where you don't have access to these types of treatment centers.
Georgia ranks in the middle of the pack compared to other states in actual drug use and addiction and response from law enforcement. The Hall County Sheriff's Office will have something new in the water to patrol Lake Lanier this summer. Using money seized from local criminal enterprises, they purchased 2 vessels, a 29-foot inflatable boat and a new boat for the agency's Marine Patrol Unit, which has advanced navigation technology and communications equipment. Gas prices keep going up, and Christine Romans reports drivers are feeling the pain.
Regular gas prices surging to their highest levels in nearly 4 years as negotiations to end the war between the U.S. and Iran remain deadlocked. The average cost for a gallon of regular now stands at nearly $4.23, a big blow to American wallets already under pressure.
Prices in Georgia today averaging $3.70 a gallon. And the Federal Reserve is leaving interest rates unchanged. It is the third time in a row the Fed has kept rates steady. It is 6:34 and time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, we are watching a rough go of it. Southeast leg of the perimeter, 285 eastbound, still stacked up Boulder Crest Road, getting up to I-20. And it's due to a crash on that 285 north ramp to I-20 eastbound that's blocking part of that ramp. So that's why you're seeing those brake lights trying to get onto I-20. Luckily, the delays on 20 eastbound have gotten better. 20 westbound still a little slow, though, in the work zone into Cab, leaving Panola Road passing Wesley Chapel. Trying to clean up the ride through downtown Atlanta with the help of Isabella Rodriguez.
Still watching a slow ride on 7585 northbound at Langford Parkway through the Midtown area. And for drivers heading into the city on 7585 southbound, we're watching delays building at Georgia 400 at Lenox Road all the way through downtown. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly cloudy skies for this evening. A few pop-up showers and thunderstorms possible. The main impacts from these storms would be torrential downpours, lows tonight in the upper 50s. Another round of heavy rain and thunderstorms for the early morning commute, then drying out tomorrow afternoon, mostly cloudy, highs in the low 70s. Friday, a mix of sun and clouds, staying cool, morning low near 50, afternoon high 68. Saturday, more rain on the way for the morning hours, then dry through the afternoon. Sunshine returns on Sunday, morning lows in the 40s, daytime highs in the mid-60s.
Right now it's 81 in Noonan, 83 in Midtown Atlanta, 78 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
So you've got an unused car just taking up space, costing you money for insurance? Hey, it's Shelley Winter for Cars for Kids. You know, 1-877 Cars for Kids. I just can't help singing the jingle. It's stuck in my head, and it's stuck in yours too. So go ahead, donate that old car already. Cars for Kids will take any car, any condition, and make it easy and convenient. You'll even get a vacation voucher and tax deduction. Get started at carsforkids.com. That's cars with a K.
Hi, it's Dale from TrustDale.com. I've trusted America's Best Choice for more than a decade for windows, doors, siding, decks, and roofing. Their exclusive 3-way warranty, including my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, protects you if something goes wrong.
Thanks, Dale. At America's Best Choice, we deliver the best exterior solutions that provide long-term value for your home. Schedule your free in-home estimate now at abcwin.com. No pressure, no gimmicks. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
You can trust Steel Horse Law on the road and in the courtroom. Motorcycle injury lawyers who ride.
Okay, let me give you a little insight into the mind of a garage door technician. Technicians like to fix stuff. It gives us that fluttery, giddy feeling no man would ever admit he totally loves to feel. And if you make us just replace something broken with a new one, we're crushed. Do you know what it's like to get all this training and years of experience just to have someone ask you to throw away a door that could totally be fixed and replace the whole thing with a new one? Ugh. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. A salesman has one job, sell you a new door. If their hands aren't dirty, they're salespeople, not technicians. Our job is to fix what we find. Open it up, figure it out, show you what's wrong, and give you all your options. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and let us show you what we can do.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Shave that beard. Come on, David Letterman, Michael Stipe, shave the beard. David Cross, come on, let's go.
I don't own a razor because they pollute the environment.
I saw his new song when he was on Colbert.
That was pretty good.
I liked the. I also liked the because I was thinking, is this going to sound like REM? Is it? And he's surrounded himself with some very good musicians, and I like the way that. But I was just, I love Michael Stipe. I think he's a great. I'm a huge REM fan, and I say this out of love, and out of not of, but he exudes elitism. I don't know if it's sometimes you exude something that you're not even trying to, But to me, it's just like I'm watching that thing on Colbert, and I see it, and I go, he's thinking he's better than me. He just thinks he's just a lot smarter.
Didn't you think in the 80s he seemed to be having fun?
Yeah,
a lot more fun.
But no, in the beginning, he was totally shy.
Right.
So he just was remember they appeared on Letterman, and they did 2 songs. And this is early on, and Letterman came over to interview the band in between the songs, and Stipe sat down on the drum riser, and Peter Buck did the full interview. He didn't even listen to the lead singer.
What a chump.
And then he thinks Peter Buck's a chump.
Yeah.
Let's say congratulations to Braden Howell.
That's right.
Of Fayetteville, won 2 tickets to see Jimmy Buffett's Coral Reefer Band on Saturday, July 18th at Synovus Bank Amphitheater at Chastain Park. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Is that a one-off for Michael Stipe? Is he releasing an album? Or?
I think he has an album coming out.
Okay, I'm interested.
But how about another REM album? Why not do it?
They're done.
Nah, come on.
They're done.
Nobody's ever done in music.
They're done. I think they're done.
The food scene in this country is not good enough for them to tour, which is why I call Peter Buck a chump, because there was this interview I was filming once where he said, we won't go to certain cities if we don't like the restaurants there.
He said he was a foodie. This is how it started. First of all, let's understand the mind of Greg Russ. Greg Russ cannot stand words like movie or walkie-talkie or foodie. He doesn't like when you take
because of the laziness.
He considers it laziness. And so what really started
childish.
in that conversation...
I
believe Peter
like
Buck said that he was a foodie.
Okay.
And I think that hearing him say that word is what set Greg Russ off.
That started it, but then he said exactly what I just told you.
Yeah.
We will not go to certain cities if we don't like the food scene there.
But I mean, is it?
Come on, you're not going to go to a city to play
was he
music
joking?
because you. No, he was.
Is it possible he was joking?
No.
Was this on Pinfield show?
Yes.
Is this available on YouTube somewhere?
That is a good question. I'll look.
If you just look for Matt Pinfield interviews, it was just Peter Buck, right? Not REM.
It was just Peter Buck.
Okay. Yeah, but I know it was the fact that he said foodie. By the way, Peter Buck has the reputation of being maybe the nicest person in
You've
rock
met
and
him
roll.
a bunch of times, haven't you?
I've met him briefly, but not any kind of really meeting somebody. But the reputation he has is being just one of the nicest guys. But he said the word foodie in front of Greg. So Greg's, he's a chump. Every time I bring him up.
Well, now it's a joke at this point because we're editing your documentary.
Yes, and
he was giving an interview, and I just, as an aside statement, threw it out there as I'm editing him. Peter Buck, what a chump.
It made me laugh then. It makes me laugh now. I don't really know why, but it makes me laugh. No, REM is done, I think. I don't think that they're... Because if they would have, at this point...
Michael Shannon's not working hard enough to get them back together, but go ahead.
Is that the actor who does the REM tribute band? I think it's pretty obvious that it would have already... Listen, there's a lot of money laying out there for REM to get together and do
Oasis
a tour.
got back together. I mean, for goodness sake.
But Oasis broke up because they hated each other.
Yeah,
I think that when REM broke up, I think there was some tension in the band, but they didn't hate each other. So that was something that maybe a year off or a couple of years would have healed that. I just don't. I don't. I could be wrong, but I mean, they would have done this already. The money has been out there for because at this point. You've got a bunch of people who are our age and they have money and they have disposable income. And that's the way to go. And that's been around for a few years. Now, there was the pandemic. I think that they would think that they would just feel goofy.
Yeah.
I think. Who knows? Maybe they would get together
Make
and
an
they would
album.
a bunch of songs and whatever. But and they would just be kind of a natural thing. But I think that they are almost neurotic with the way that they think about how people think about them. And I think it would drive them crazy if people thought that they were just getting together for a cash grab because the tour was out there. I don't know. If they were just hanging out and some songs came up and maybe.
Who they dragged their lazy old butts out on stage. People give them money.
The Who?
Yes.
I haven't seen them as old people. The Stones, man. I just saw the Stones a couple of years ago.
The Stones don't look old.
They
Even though
do look old.
I know they do, but they don't perform old.
They don't perform
The Who
old.
does.
Okay.
And I love The Who. They're my favorite band.
It was Pete Townsend. I remember back in the, was it the mid-'90s that Pete Townsend suddenly was like he had a limit on the decibels because he was losing his hearing.
Losing his
It was like
hearing.
somebody tell me, I don't know, he's in a glass booth or something while he's doing the show.
No, I've never seen that. He's right there on stage.
But I mean, right there, when you talk about old,
Yeah.
I mean, even by the mid-'90s, he's like complaining about his hearing loss. Hey, you're in rock and roll. You're standing in front of amplifiers your entire life. Hey, guess what? You got a lot of money. While your ears are ringing from the tinnitus, open up your checkbook and take a look and see what that brought. There's a downside to everything.
Yep.
Now, for the
There's
record,
there are also bands who aren't that old who perform like old people. I saw the Black Keys several years ago. Probably early 40s at that point. They just stood there. They did not move on stage. Every person had their spot. They just played their instruments.
they're the same too, Greg. I saw them at Shaky Knees this past year. Great performance, but they don't move at all.
Now, were they always like that? Were they one of the bands that started the whole thing, shoegazers? People used to call the certain performers shoegazers.
I didn't think of them as a shoegazing band, but that performance kind of matches the term. So boring.
George, you were saying?
They're boring.
Oh, wow. Do you know that as a music lover, I know nothing of the Black Keys. I know how big they are. I have been gifted albums by them, and I still have not heard those albums. And I wouldn't know a Black Keys song. Maybe I know it, but I don't know it. That I know it, but I have no idea about the Black Keys. And I was about to do a deep dive, but you guys are—they're
talented. You would enjoy them.
You mean they're boring live?
Do you mean they're boring live, or you think
they're just a boring band?
Oh.
Now, do they fall into the sort of like I could never listen to Mumford & Sons because it sounds like a furniture store to me, but I don't know.
Well,
Maybe they're
Marcus,
great.
clap music.
Yeah.
Well, hang on a second. When they first started, they were like that. Marcus Mumford has taken that band to a new height. They're really good.
Didn't they kick some guy out for being MAGA or something?
I think it was one of their drummers.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, you can't vote different from us. Get out. Although I guess maybe if he's spouting his MAGA stuff backstage all the time,
You ever see The
annoying.
Cure? You ever see The Cure?
Yeah. I've not seen them live.
I saw them, and it was the most boring show I've ever been to.
Really?
Now, it was the Disintegration tour, which I love that album.
Yeah. Is that the one that had a hit? had
no.
a big hit off that one.
Well, they had a big hit.
Was that 2003?
No. This
4?
was 1989.
Yeah.
Oh,
Disintegration was the album before the album that had the hit. They had a hit in like the early 90s.
Well, no, the very first hit they ever had was Just Like Heaven.
Yes.
And that was before this. And so this one had Pictures of You, which was a hit. And a bunch of hits.
They were boring then.
But they did not move at all. He just stood there, all of them. Cash
Because
the
I
check.
saw them at the amphitheater. I don't know what it's called these days down there in Atlanta. But
Chastain?
No, the other
Synovus
one.
Bank.
The one
something?
that used to be Hi-Fi Buys when that was around.
Lakewood.
It was the show was
Okay.
like that, Tim. But that's why you said Disintegration. But I was thinking, that show was disappointing. That was the first time I saw them, but that was 2003. So I thought, maybe when they were younger, it was.
Yeah.
It was
They put out a
different, but-
great album a couple of years ago.
Oh, they still make great music.
And I'm blanking on the lead singer's name.
Robert Smith.
Yes. And here's the thing. I just want to say that he's a genius. He's a genius. He's a great. You're great. At your age,
the makeup.
Get rid of the lipstick.
Yeah.
It's
What about
just
the hair?
And the hair. I mean, the hair is artist,
thing.
right? The artist. If you just had the hair, but the hair and the lipstick says like Aunt Louise came for Thanksgiving, kind of.
Hello.
I don't want to. I'll leave it there because I think The Cure's great.
We're not going to play Unaliving an Arab.
We got a break. We're late.
While I have this pulled up here, I wanted to just pull. I was curious which band started first. You mentioned REM to start the segment. So the B-52s actually started a year before them.
Yes.
And they are still touring. They're they have a Vegas residency this month.
No, I know. Yeah. Well, that whole. Are you familiar with the Athens scene?
Yeah.
At that time.
Oh, yeah.
It was Seattle before Seattle,
Yep.
right? Alex Williams says there's a crash on 285 in DeKalb.
Yeah, it's been on the 285 North Outer Loop ramp to I-20 eastbound down there in DeKalb County, Eric. It's been blocking part of that ramp. That's why 285 has been slower than usual back toward Boulder Crest Road. And I-20 westbound also seeing a few brake lights making your way past Wesley Chapel. If you're traveling in Sandy Springs on Roswell Road, Highway 9, heads up, there's been a crash working at Trowbridge Road, jamming up the ride in both directions there. Checking 285 toward Truist Park, it's Isabella Rodriguez.
285 westbound, it's looking slow as you're heading out from the Georgia 400 split. Those delays don't ease up until you get past Cobb Parkway with some trouble still on the left lane. This trip report is sponsored by Georgia United Credit Union. Ready for a financial partner that puts you first? Discover the difference at Georgia United Credit Union. Visit gucu.org/join. Insured by NCUA. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's morning begins at 95.5 WSB.
Lawmakers gathering in downtown Atlanta to talk about new legislation.
Make your morning commute a lot more tolerable.
Well, the search is on for a suspect after a shooting inside a Family Dollar store in Decatur.
Everything you need to know before you start your day.
Think about whatever you're doing in life, if you can, living on less than what you make.
Tomorrow starting at 5. Wake up with 95.5 WSB.
How Atlanta starts its day.
When your termite bond renewal comes in the mail, do you cringe wondering how much more they're going to charge me now? Switch to Breda Pest Management and your termite rate is locked in for 10 years. Dave Baker here. If your termite service doesn't inspect inside, how do you know you're protected? With Breda, you get total peace of mind that your home is termite free inside and out, and your termite rate is locked in for 10 years.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
In a time when everything feels political, one place must rise above it all: the courtroom, where the law rules and integrity matters. In 2020, Georgians came together, electing a justice who believes in protecting our courts.
I'm Georgia Supreme Court Justice Sarah Warren, and here's what I believe. I believe in the rule of law, the separation of powers, and a judge's limited role to interpret the law as written. I believe in a nonpartisan judiciary, impartial judges who don't advocate for political positions or outcomes. I believe in deciding cases without bias or favor, treating everyone with dignity and respect. As a justice on your Supreme Court, I've upheld these values. With your support, we'll maintain the integrity of our courts.
Vote to re-elect Justice Sarah Warren. Vote early starting April 27th or on Election Day, May 19th. Paid for by Georgians for Justice Warren, Inc.
Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? Brian Monahan and Storm Tracker 2 HD, a certified meteorologist tracking storms, warning you up to 5 minutes faster. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's George Estevez. When stories break, they unfold in real time. We have multiple reporters live in your neighborhood, so when it matters most, you know how it affects your family. Channel 2 Action News every day at 4, 5, and 6.
With good health comes a happy life, but finding free, trustworthy medical advice can be challenging. Good news for you. WSB and the medical professionals at Northside Hospital are here to help. Tune in this Sunday at 8 a.m. for Doctors on Call, presented by Northside Hospital, a weekly show dedicated to helping you live a healthier and happier life. This Sunday, we'll be joined by otolaryngologist Dr. Daniel Crothers to discuss chronic sinus issues, reflux, and sleep apnea. Sunday at 8 a.m. on 95.5 WSB.
Hi, it's Dale from TrustDale.com. I've trusted America's Best Choice for more than a decade for windows, doors, siding, decks, and roofing. Their exclusive 3-way warranty, including my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, protects you if something goes wrong.
Thanks, Dale. At America's Best Choice, we deliver the best exterior solutions that provide long-term value for your home. Schedule your free in-home estimate now at abcwin.com. No pressure, no gimmicks. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
Hi, everyone. Super Bowl champ Vernon Davis here from Legal Help Center. If you've been injured in an accident and think you deserve compensation, listen up, because we have legal professionals standing by right now to answer your questions for free. You can find out if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth. The call is free, the consultation is free, and you can speak with a live agent right now. So if you or someone you know were injured in an accident of any kind, call now to find out if you have a case and how much you could potentially get.
Thanks, Vernon. You heard it, folks. If you've been injured, call and find out how much you qualify for. Call 800-266-6200. That's 800-266-6200. 800-266-6200. Advertisement sponsored by Legal Help Center. May not be available in all states. Not available in California.
So I'm reading this book, and it's a philosophy book. And it's, what's her name? I think it's like Anne Kornblow or something like that. I don't know. It's a book. It's called Immediacy, and then it's got a long title after that. And so it's philosophy about, and it's really nails what's going on right now. But I won't get into all of that because I just started reading it. And when you just start reading a book that is presenting you a philosophy that you're not familiar with, the way to look dumb is to read 4 or 5 chapters and then go out and try to explain it to somebody. Yeah,
is it immediacy or the style of too late capitalism?
Yes, it is.
And Anna Kornbluh.
Yeah. And so I started reading. I ordered it from Amazon, which is kind of ironic if you read it. I ordered it from Amazon, and I started reading it, and this author has a vocabulary that is mind-blowing. And so it was one of those ones where I go, I already bought this as a paperback, but I got to buy it again on Kindle because
you're underlining it and then looking the word up.
Well, you can look the word up right there. It's okay. I could tell from the first 2 chapters, I'm going to be looking up words constantly, and I don't want to have a dictionary next to me. So I had to buy it again on Kindle so that I can. But I'm loving it because. But one word. Are you familiar with this word, effulgence?
No, can't say I am.
Can we guess? You can guess effulgence.
Efficiency and I don't know.
No, you gave it a shot.
I'm not even going to try.
I'm just thinking of Folgers coffee.
Effulgence?
Effulgence.
How is it spelled?
EFFULGENCE. Effulgence.
Effusive. I'm trying to think of the
root and all that, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think about the root a lot.
Effigy.
Yeah. Huh?
Oh, yeah, it is Brilliant Radiance.
Oh, you just looked over there and saw
that.
I
didn't even get a chance to guess.
By the way, you
saying
effigy makes me wonder if they're connected, because an effigy you'd light on fire, and it is brilliant and radiant.
I think the EFF, yeah.
Yeah. And
obviously. Why can't you just say brilliance?
Well, here's the thing, man. I mean, the words are just, it's every 3 or 4 words is something that I have to look up. But it's very good. And sometimes you trip across a word, you go, oh, effulgence, I like that word. It's a very good, after I read the whole thing, and then I consult other people who are smarter than me that tell me what I just read, I will come back and give you a synopsis.
Okay.
Because it's a very, really, you know how I talk about how we become transactional, and soulless? She's got 10-cent words for it, and I'm enjoying it.
Would you say today was an effulgent show?
Yeah, I'm not going to go that far.
Was for me.
I think it was a good show. Does everybody else think it was a good show? I was happy with today's show. George, were you happy with today's show?
I loved it.
All right, don't blow smoke up my there. All right, Tim Andrews, how did you feel about the show?
I thought it was good.
I thought it was a good show, too. Jared Yamamoto?
Had some good moments.
That's what it did, especially when I was lecturing you about something.
It was the most adequate Olympics.
All right, I think Autumn's already left, so I can't ask her. So,
what about me? I think it got much better at 6 p.m.
Okay, you know what?
That's
I kind of feel like it got an extra boost.
Yes.
At 6 p.m. All right. Well, we're all in agreement. It was a very good Olympics. That music's telling us 2 things: shut the hell up, get the hell out. You know us. We do what we're told. Shelley Winter is up next. Got a great radio show for you, as usual. We're going to come back tomorrow, do a Thursday edition of this here radio show. You're all invited to join us, but until then, continue on your journey. Do not piss off the genie.
6:57 in the TrustHill.com traffic center. We're still seeing some trouble delays on I-20 connector distributor ramp.